he says, I'm going to retire Canelo. Now, that'll certainly put him in the position that he is seeking, but I don't know that it would put him as the face of boxing, as you still have Tank there. If Canelo falls, one would assume that Tank Davis is there to pick up those pieces. But this is what we're talking about. We're going to be reading some quotes to you. This article could be found on Boxing Scene. And, yes, this is what we're going to be using, so credit Boxing Scene. And I wish I knew how to pronounce the writer's name, but I don't. But maybe Siri could help us with that. Nope, they're not trying to hear it. Let me see something. But anyway, in the meantime, in between time, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show, putting the episode in the eyes of boxing fans that don't know. We rock out multiple times a day, talking boxing, trying to get you through your work day. That's the writer's name. Mana, Kapapai, whatever, No disrespect to my man, Mana. But, maybe one day we'll learn how to pronounce it properly. But, and I quote, I'm fighting a legend, and I'm going to become a legend. It's my time to shine. It's my I'm destined for this, to take over the sport and become the face by defeating him and retiring him on the night. He already made his mark in the sport. People are tired of him and want a new face. Now, some of this is true, right? Like, obviously, he's fighting a legend. And if he beats him, does he become a legend? I think that, that's really up for interpretation. Maybe he does become a legend, but just because he's Puerto Rican. I know people can call in and argue, well, Bivol didn't become a legend, and you're right. But that's Russia's fault. I think if, Berlanga beats Canelo, he becomes a legend. He's Puerto Rican. They need a great win, and they need a champion, and they'll take it however they can get it, and I believe that, Now, moving on, he says it's his time to shine. We hear that. That's a talking point from all fighters. They always believe it's their time, as really it is their time. This is his big fight, No one else is in the big fight. It's not Benavidez's time, right? It's Berlanga's time. So he just needs to take full advantage of it because he does have someone else in there that's trying to turn that light off. He goes on to say, I'm destined for this. Now, that could be true. A lot of things are falling into place, and one can look at it as destiny. We spoke about this with his trainer yesterday. If you didn't catch that episode, go ahead and do so. It's on iHeart, iTunes, and anywhere podcasts can be listened to, plus right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. And we spoke about that iconic picture with Edgar Berlanga on the sideline of some football game that I don't know anything about, but the picture certainly went viral, not because of Edgar, but because of a touchdown catch or something. But Edgar's right there on the sideline. Again, destined, right? He was destined for this, is what he's saying. And these are those small moments. If that's not enough, well, obviously everyone wanted David Benavidez, and we got Edgar. Again, these could be small signs that he truly is destined for this. Now, to take over the sport, a win over Canelo, and then a rematch win over Canelo, quite possibly. But to just win one time, his own trainer said that yesterday, it will be called the fluke. They will say that Canelo was old, and, he might need to do it 2 times. And like I said, they might say Canelo was old and had so many rounds boxed that he may not get full credit from fight fan haters. I'm pretty sure all the pugilists, all the writers, all the hardcore, true hardcores will give him, his credit. He goes on to say he wants to become the face by defeating him and retiring him on that night. Now that is almost impossible. Like, he would have to knock out Canelo concussively, right, to make him walk away from the rematch. And even that, I think he can't do. You're losing to a fellow country rival, right? So, like, that could end up being Canelo's legacy, that a Puerto Rican knocked him out and retired him. I don't think he would ever go out off of a knockout to a Puerto Rican. I don't see it. Again, Berlanga's trainer said it himself. He said, Canelo's talking about this, he's not going to show compassion, but he was never going to show compassion because Edgar's Puerto Rican and he's Mexican. And that's the trainer's words, right? So I just don't see Canelo being knocked out and retiring, being like, you know what? This is a young man's game. A rival beat me, and that's going to be my legacy, that I had this great career, but this young Puerto Rican turned my lights out. I doubt it. I doubt that he allows that to be his story if it does come to fruition, right? People are tired of him and want a new face. That is true. That is true. Just yesterday, someone called in, hoping for someone else on this level to get up there and fight everyone versus doing what everyone normally does, which is when you get to the top, you start to hashtag chase the bag versus hashtag chase greatness, right? So we do want another face. Like, we would want someone to get up there and prop boxing up by taking on the, right challenges. But it's a strategic game, You can't just give the hardcores everything they want. You need fights like Canelo Berlanga to attract the masses, right? Because this is bringing out Puerto Rican casual fans. For me, I'm feeling that, right? My family is Dominican and Caribbean, but all my children, like the soap opera, are half Puerto Rican. So we intertwine a lot, and there are people that are excited for Berlanga and this opportunity, even if it's just sheerly to see what he does. But that's the beauty of him winning. That fan base will get active. They will back him if he wins. They'll champion him. And that's what the sport is lacking, people getting behind their champions these days. But all this is a dream, He's fighting or climbing Mount Everest, right? He's gotta do it better than he can tell us. But he goes on to say, Benavidez and others don't sell. They don't have a country behind them. I'm Puerto Rican, and that is a big help to get the fight. They are not somebody that the people must watch. When I fight, people want to watch me. Everyone is tuning in. I don't need a title. I have the credentials from what I bring to the table. I got this fight due to my hard work and from my last performance and knockout of Patrick McCrory in February. It definitely set me up and put me in this position. Yeah, Canelo's getting old, but he fought a great fight in his last fight against Jaime Munguia. I didn't see a decline. I still think that he's good. I'm not taking anything away from him. I know what I'm up against and who I'm going up against. I know what it takes to be a guy like that. Now it's my time, though. I'm destined. It's perfect time to take over the sport of boxing. End quote. So this is the quotes from Edgar Berlanga. Again, saying all the right things, certainly selling the fight. And, we're here to discuss it. Hopefully, it's more than just words. His trainer seems to believe that at one point or another, they're going to have to stand and fight because of the rivalry, because of the bad blood. We'll see. Edgar's been down in the amateurs. Edgar's been down in sparring. Those things are public knowledge. They're viral on the internet, on these boxing streets. So I don't know how well that's gonna work out in terms of game plan to get in there and bang with a dude like Canelo that obviously his power is carried up. He was able to knock out Kovalev, able to keep Dmitry Bivol respectful, right? Bivol never went in there and decided, let me just walk him down. Charlo gave us 12 rounds of high guard and defensive tactics. So Berlanga's uphill battle, man. We got to hope that the 1 inch that he has over the height of Bivol, who already defeated Canelo, the, 3-inch reach advantage that he has over Canelo, hopefully, plays a part. Now, keep in mind that Plant had 4-inch reach advantage. He was a 74-inch reach, and that didn't help him until it didn't help him, right? I mean, it did help him, and then he started getting cocky, talking about, I'm pretty skilled, right? And Canelo turned up and stepped on the gas, which in this fight, he might already come into it turned up because of the animosity and all the shit that Berlanga is saying, which we don't know if that's going to work in Berlanga's favor or against him. Is an angry Canelo a more dangerous Canelo for his opponent, or is it a vulnerable Canelo because obviously when you're angry, you're not fighting, the way you normally would. You're not seeing what you normally would, and you get caught with something because you're overzealous. We don't know if that can be the case or come into play. But again, when you're considering the outcome, it's always a long shot for Berlanga. And that's all right. It was a long shot for Buster Douglas, right? Like, that's how upsets are. You're not supposed to know. It's supposed to be an upset, It's supposed to catch you by surprise. So we'll see, man. We'll see can Berlanga get it done. Phone lines are open, though, if you want to call in. X Spaces is available. Looks like I haven't even opened up the landline, but I'll get that done in a few seconds. Yeah. Let's see here. Looks like we got our first super chat of the day coming through from Dub 100, $2. This is a garbage can emoji fight. Boxing is sad. Dub 100, $2 more. Ness, you sad for support. You sad for promoting this BS on pay-per-view. It's Canelo Alvarez, bro. It's fight week. I don't really know what you want me to do. Not talk about it? Like, I'm watching it. You feel me? I'm a Berlanga fan, so I'm not as upset as some of y'all. Remember, I'm the one with the Puerto Rico soundbite. I'm the one that's been rocking with Berlanga. So, some of y'all gonna be upset. I'm not necessarily mad, remember? But phone lines are open. Let me go out to El Tanque. What's going on?
Yo, what up, bro? Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Fight week. It's Mexican got on boots starting Friday. We got Rocky versus Thomas Matisse. In Mexico, the green print. That fight should be a war. Matisse ain't no joke. He did go to the distance with Isaac Cruz. The dude is a power puncher as well. Be cracking out there. For y'all that are complaining about the Berlanga Canelo fight, there's one on Friday that you shouldn't complain about. It's a good fight. A star, man. What's that new song by with that chick? Star, star, star. Shit, it might be Edgar Berlanga, bro. I feel like he's probably one of the few that can beat Canelo and become a star overnight. Puerto Rico's thirsty for one. They thought they had one with Subriel Matias, and that shit got busted. I feel like their star is still marinating in Xander Zayas, but it wouldn't hurt for them to have a new one just be born overnight by beating Canelo. And he's one of them. Like I said, Puerto Rico needs one. New York needs one, man. So I could see it. I could see it. But Don't see it happening. I think it's still a little green, but this is boxing, bro. We done seen upsets like Andy Reese, AJ. Not a lot of people saw that. So anything is possible in the sport of boxing. Man, what else? Oh, shout out to his trainer yesterday, bro. I really enjoyed his call. Dude's very professional. Sounds extremely humble. You know, he said all the right things. He wasn't disrespecting. He praised them for being there where they're at. A lot of times we get caught up, even myself, talking shit. We're just back here behind the damn computer or phone, criticizing dudes that are taking their kids to the top of one of the most filthiest sports there is, bro. Like boxing is extremely filthy, and if you're able to make it to the top, man, you can't really hate. That's called sweat, tears, and grinding, bro. Some of these dudes don't even make it to that level. We just had Angelo Leo struggle for what 2-3 years before he got another title shot. Ness. No respect to these dudes. He landed his fight. I guess this is his moment. We might have a Puerto Rican night. I mean, your event is pretty much all Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, we got a couple.
Bro, yeah, hey, the
Got a
stars
couple
might be
Ricans.
aligning. Yeah, that shit would be crazy though. I can already see the Sunday night review show, bro, going about 7 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
if Canelo loses,
but
yeah, it'll probably. If Canelo loses, I'll be doing an immediate reaction show. I'm sure that night
Hey, but
because
I am gonna give him credit, bro. I mean, a lot of people say that Canelo's old. I've been on the boat where I don't think he's old. He didn't look old against Munguia, dude. If I'm not mistaken, Munguia has made Canelo work the most from his last previous fights. I didn't know Canelo had a gas tank like that to be throwing over 500 and some punches, bro. So this bullshit that Canelo is old, he is not old. No, I guess it takes some fighters to bring out the inner fighter in him. And Berlanga might do it. He's talking spicy. He sounds really confident. And I'm kind of excited for it now, even though I'm still more excited for the Danny Garcia and a lot about. But I'm gonna tune in and watch the fight. It is a Canelo fight, kind of like the tank fights. Like I don't really care who they fight. I'm still tuning in. I guess you can call me a fan of these fighters because I don't care who they fight. But that's it, Ness. That's all I got, bro. Don't forget, guys. Tune in Friday. The Zone. Rocky Hernandez, Thomas Matisse, the Green Print, Mexico versus America. Y'all gonna get a nice treat before the big dinner the following day, bro. Have a good one.
all right, bro. If you want to call in, you know what to do. The number to call is open, and that number is 1563 999 3427. Don't forget to press 1. That's going to give us the indication you're ready to rock and roll. We got JXV88, $2. Berlanga needs to watch Nelo's wins, not losses. Yeah, I mean, you should study all tape, not just the losses. But I think that they went with the loss. Man, this shit disconnected. I think that they went with the loss just to see what caused Canelo issues. That's it. I reconnected X spaces, but if it disconnected, it usually means it's got an issue, which probably means you guys can't hear me, which probably means we need to restart it. But Dom let me know, which again, I doubt. We're going out to J. Will in Ohio. Go ahead and lie low. You.
Yo, what up?
What up?
Yeah, man. Berlanga was talking pretty spicy. I watched the PBC interview too. He's entertaining, man. I'll give him that. He's entertaining. Will he become the face of boxing? No, man. Um, I really feel like the skill disparity between the two guys is it's great, man. I've been watching Berlanga's previous fights, and I really went through like those span of those first round knockouts, man. He's a sloppy puncher. He's not really a sharp puncher as I thought he was. I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't watch a lot of Berlanga until the fight with Son, and I went back and started watching all of his fights, man. This would be a bigger upset than Buster over Tyson, bro, to me. Berlanga's is that much outmatched and that far outskilled. It's gonna be a bad night for Berlanga, man. I
Keep
don't
in
think
mind, Buster was a 40-1, bro. 40-1.
right. I mean, that's what the odds are. Yeah, but like if
Nah,
you
I think
Buster,
these odds are only like I think Berlanga's a plus 800, man.
he is. But if you look at the skill, if you look at Buster wasn't a bad heavyweight. Buster was pretty decent. Buster had got up high in the rankings before the Tyson fight. Buster wasn't a bad heavyweight. He just sometimes came in overweight sometimes. As far as skill, like Berlanga doesn't have any skill, bro. I can't name something that he does well besides punch. You know what I'm saying? And
That's funny because Deontay Wilder doesn't show more skill than Berlanga, and he and Berlanga have everything in common, except Berlanga
I'm glad
does
you
show
said that.
more. Berlanga does show more skill than Wilder, and they both deliver the right hand, which takes skill to diminish that. I mean, I remember people who used to do that with Wilder, but how else are you landing these right hands and knocking people out if it's not delivery and accuracy?
That's a good point. And I can't hold you. That's a good point. But the difference between I think Deontay and Berlanga is that Deontay's right hand is so dominant, and it didn't matter who he fought. Now Berlanga has not been in there with top competitions, and Deontay was fighting. He fought champions eventually. He got up there to Tyson Fury and
You
the other
said
guys.
it.
So
Slow down, champ. You said it. Eventually, and won't you educate the audience? How long did that take? How many fights did Deontay Wilder have before he finally fought his first champion? Whether you want to call it current or a former, like I think CYP
30?
loves to
Was it
Google Sergey Liakovic.
Was it 30? Was it 30 fights or 28
All
fights?
right,
It
then.
was a lot. It was a lot.
And how
It
many
was a lot of fights.
how many does Edgar have? So who's being babied and who's not? Who's showing more
Granted,
skill?
like I said,
Who's showing more
that
skill?
Deontay Wilder
Who's showing more skill and who ain't? Because if Wilder took 30-something fights and Edgar's here now.
Right. But again, that's a good point with Deontay Wilder. But
And
again, Deontay Wilder's right hand was just.
I double-checked the line.
Deontay,
Edgar still is a plus 800, which means it hasn't even moved. So the betting odds respect his power. It hasn't moved.
right. But also, I think the difference in the odds, it was the myth of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was still undefeated. Canelo's lost a couple of times already.
But
You know what I'm saying? So
never
it's a
been
little
down,
different.
champ. Never been down, never been stopped. So the odds giving Edgar a favor via knockout makes zero sense, except that they believe in his power for real. He never been down. He
Right.
never been stopped. He never been down. He never been stopped. And the last time he been hurt was versus Miguel Cotto. That's the last time we seen him stumble. Canelo.
Oh, true. Yeah. It's just still though. It's again, man, getting that right hand to land and how devastating that right hand is. One punch from Deontay, that's all it took. But Belanga's, I can't even the first round knockouts, they weren't just off of one punch.
But who got better
So
footwork? This is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, okay, give it to Deontay. He delivers the right hand better because that is God-given. But Edgar got equally as good power with more skill. He got better footwork. He made it. I ain't gonna say he made it further because obviously Deontay won a medal. But he made it far in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? He was up there with the elites in the amateurs. I don't know. We say he ain't got no skill, but again, his trainer said it the best. Everybody had the opportunity of Edgar. Shakur ain't got 15 straight knockouts in the first round, and neither does fucking Tank, who's excellent and a power puncher. But why
they
he
fought
ain't
better
got
competition though, Ness. They fought much better competition than Berlanga though.
Don't lie because we've been here before. I've already compared Carmel's first 4 fights to Tank's. Tank fighting debuters. So don't say better competition, champ, unless
You
you
just said
Googled it.
Shakur and Tank though. You said Shakur and Tank.
Yeah, and I've already
Shakur fought way better competition than Berlanga coming up.
Okay, I said Shakur and Tank, and I said I compared it already. Tank has fought debuters, and if I pull up Shakur, he ain't got nothing impressive in his first 4 fights. Do you remember
And also,
any name?
and the reason why I just want to touch on the skill disparity again, the reason why I think it's a bigger upset than Buster versus. I mean, we're talking about Canelo. I know you say I'm a Canelo hater, but
But we
Canelo
talking about
is
Mike Tyson, who's still an icon, bro. Like, what are you talking about? So now you saying that Canelo is bigger than Tyson globally and universally
no.
in the
I'm not
sport?
talking about how big they are. I'm talking about skill wise. I'm talking about skill wise. Skill wise, Canelo's skill versus Berlanga's skill is night and day. Like Mike Tyson and Buster, skill wise, was somewhat in the same realm. Buster had an a Lennox Lewis type jab. Buster could really box. Mike Tyson was just knocking everybody out. Like Berlanga don't. Canelo can do it all, bro. Canelo can counter. He could lead. He could do everything. Berlanga is way more limited than Buster, bro. Way more limited than Buster, bro. So that's why I'm just saying this. If Berlanga does pull it off, oh man, it's the biggest upset skill wise than I've seen in my whole life. But that's my call though.
All right, so look, I went to Shakur's debut fight. The dude that he fought never fought again. Ever. Next fight. Okay, that dude fought some more. Let me see how long it took. He fought Shakur in 2017 and ultimately is still fighting in 2024, but losing nonstop. So this is what I'm saying when we say, oh, better competition. Yeah, after a certain point, but everybody gets the same spoon-fed garbage in the beginning. We not about to just throw you in there with the best of the best and ruin our investment. We just paid Shakur a signing bonus. Like how we about to throw him in there and have him get chin checked in his first fight? Doubt it. What up, Tone? I ain't even
What's
see you there,
cracking?
bro. You know you got to jump in. You start jumping in with the chili killies or something. Now we know it's
Oh, I
you.
know. That's the flow up. My bad. You
Nah,
be in
you
your
good.
bag.
You good. You good. How long you been there?
No, I just got here.
Oh, all right, all right. So, what's up, man? What's your thoughts? I don't know. Did you catch any of the quotes or see the article on Boxing Scene, Berlanga, where he claims that people want a new face and I'm gonna retire Canelo?
I agree with that, man. People definitely need a new face. Our two faces this year have been horrible. They have not represented the sport of boxing very well at all. Both of them have not given us the fights that we want as the A sides. Berlanga beating Canelo would be one of the best things for boxing right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, what's a big upset? We just had Jay Will in Ohio. He feels like this would be a bigger upset than Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson, even though those odds were 40-1, and in this odds, Berlanga is still a plus 800.
Yeah. Given the magnitude and you add in social media, being that the a lot of people don't even remember Tyson losing to Buster Douglas, and being that there was absolutely no build up for a Buster Douglas, this would be very detrimental to Canelo career. The internet will destroy him. There would be mad new David Benavidez fans coming out the woodworks to slander and hate. This would be one of the biggest upsets in boxing history, and Canelo fans will be going through hell that week. It would be a lot of emotions, a lot of crying, a lot of musty energy.
Musty energy.
Yeah,
Super
man.
huge.
Nah, it would be a big upset. Do you think if he beats Canelo that Canelo asks for the rematch? Let me get a minute here. I'm going to have to do this damn restart on X Space. Bear with us, ladies and gents. Give me about 1 minute of blackout time to restart this X Spaces, right? Because I'm sure Dom has hit me back and said it's not working. All right, so we're going to go ahead and restart that X Spaces in T-minus now.
Vegas, baby, Vegas! Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you
TheBoxingVoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over. All right. So hopefully that worked. Let's see if we can reconnect this Twitter Spaces here. Hopefully that reconnection worked. Let me know on X Spaces. Keeping the lines moving, though. We got Joe Pilot. What up? Dom, make sure you send me that message. Joe Pilot, what up? Talk to us.
Yo, you hear me?
Yes.
Salute, Two-Tone. Yeah, man, you already know, September 14th, doubleheader, marathon, if you want to call it. During the day, Border Wars, and at night, Berlanga, Canelo, Berlanga's coming to fight. I don't think he's going to come on some stupid or just reckless. I think he's going to box a little. He showed us his boxing ability before. I think when he was listening too much to like the social media banter, I remember one fight. I don't know if it was I don't remember exactly which one. I don't know if it was Casares or the one after that one. But he was trying to like box a lot. He was trying to like be on his toes a lot. And he showed us he can do that, I don't think he should do it. He shouldn't have done it. I think he should have just stick to what he was good at that time. Because I don't think at the end of the day you can't please boxing fans if you fight on your toes for 12 rounds. Then they say the power ain't real, and if you only show power, then they say you have no skill. So no matter what, there's no pleasing fans. You should just do what you do best. Can he do what Bivol did exactly? I'm not sure because Bivol's feet are just he's so skilled. Bivol's skilled, and Bivol has really good timing. And so I don't know if he can do it. I think Berlanga hits harder than Bivol. I think Berlanga hits harder than Bivol. Maybe Bivol does punch similar to Berlanga, just doesn't sit on his punches, but I don't think so. But at the end of the day, Berlanga can do his thing. I think he just got to fight a smart fight, take some chances when he sees them. And I think just take Canelo into deep waters because we know what Canelo fatigues. He throws a lot less punches in the background of the fight. And I've told you, Canelo's not the same guy slipping punches. The head movement ain't the same. The waist movement ain't the same. If you've seen the gloves off, he was showing the waist movement in training, but it's just not the same. He's not moving at the same speed he used to move. The same fluidity. His feet, he's always had flat feet. Berlanga has some similar kind of flat feet too. But if you've seen the gloves off, you've seen this kid been blessed with power. He was like at 7 years old knocking out kids with one punch. You seen that? I know you seen that, bro. He was out here just Mike Tyson him as a little kid, bro. He's been blessed. He's blessed with power. But yeah, man, Berlanga's coming to bang, bro. He's coming to bang. He's coming to fight. I think as long as he doesn't do what Charlo did, if he puts a performance similar to what Munguia did, if he shows heart, if he jabs, trying to fluster Canelo a little bit and land that right hand time to time. I've said it. Berlanga hits harder than Munguia. To me, Munguia started at 47. And at best, I think he's really a middleweight. Yeah, he's a big kid. But I think he's really a 60-pounder. I'm out.
But it's not your time.
Joe Pilot, appreciate you. We got DC3. Before I go out, let me go ahead and double check on the super chats. Miss B, $2. Prop bet, will Berlanga bite Canelo? Rolling on the floor, laughing 2 times. Yeah, I might. I like a better prop bet than that, but The Ghost Knows Boxing, $2. What's that? I mean, jump on? Oh, okay. That was you? You about to say something?
Oh, yeah. I think that's Berlanga's best bet is to make this fight ugly and muddy. We've never seen somebody fight Canelo where it's just a rough, ugly, muddy fight, low blows, elbows in the face, just disrespectful. Everybody respects Canelo. They like when Maidana fought Mayweather the first time, Maidana just made it very ugly for Floyd.
Yeah.
That was one of the first times we seen it very ugly and muddy, even though Floyd adjusted. But treat Canelo like he ain't shit. Go in there and low blow, smack him. Like, you're gonna have to go. Like, you gotta try everything. This Canelo, bro, you a C+ fighter.
I'm with you, man. He certainly needs to not do the normal. You know,
Right.
not do the normal, man. For sure. But who is next? We got DC3 real quick. Let me finish this last super chat. The Ghost Knows Boxing 2-pounder from the UK. Where is Jared Anderson? Atama needs a tune-up. Damn. DC.
Yo, morning, fellas.
What up?
Tom, what's the deal? So
What's
Nick, like
cracking?
I hear what you're saying. If Berlanga was to win, then it's like, cause we seen Bivol beat Nello and like, no, like his career changed. Like it's like, you know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
like
saying. Bivol is like Berlanga said. Bivol ain't got a country. You know, Berlanga got Puerto Rico, and they thirsty for a champion.
Cause I feel like Canelo been carrying the Hispanic and Mexican people for like, you know, with the last since he been around. So it's gonna be, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I hear what you saying and all that, but I don't know. Like I said last night, you know, 16 first round knockouts, and then, you know, they stepped them up a tier and the knockout slowed down. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's sound like you kind of wishing on a star, but, you know, hopefully it's a good fight. Like, hopefully he come in there and leave it in the ring, and we ain't sitting here looking like, damn, bro, you could have, like, you know, like my guy Cholo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, though. I don't know about that face of boxing stuff, Nish, because, you know, like, I don't know. Because we see what happened with Matias. You know, everybody was behind Matias. It got quiet behind Matias, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody calls in and speak on Matias no more. So I'm hoping if he do win, they get behind their guy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's like when people beat Canelo, it's like, well, like Bivol, like, nothing changed for Bivol. What changed for Bivol, Nish? What changed? Like,
Again,
I don't know.
Bivol is Russian. We never seen like you know, them produce a star or people get behind them. Plus, they country was going to war. They were looked at as a bad guy for doing what they did to Ukraine. You know, it's different. Bivol is different. Look at Andy. Because he's Mexican and got the win, his country got behind him, and that's what we're trying to say with Berlanga.
I see. Yeah. All right, that's all I wanted to say, because, you know, like, Bivol beat him, and you get what I'm saying, but I see what you're saying. I'm out.
All right. Yeah, it didn't work for Bivol. It could be the language barrier. It could be a lot of things, man. It didn't work for Bivol, man.
Bivol ain't like a star. Like, Bivol took his win, was like, all right, man, I'm cool. I ain't got to be on social media showing the chains. If Edgar Berlanga wins this fight, oh, we about to see the brand new chain. Jim Jones, Fat Joe, Puerto Ricans, Brooklyn outside. It's a different level with Berlanga.
Yeah. I want to bring up the Tyreek Hill thing. Tyreek Hill, what's his name?
Oh yeah, wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins, fastest man on the planet.
Yeah, so you know, like I said, I'm doing my walk, so I'm listening to my morning show in the morning. Shout out to Charlie, man, and he always got the topic of the day. That was the topic of the day. So basically, they want your thoughts on, you know, the situation. The situation is Tyreek is who you just said he is. He was driving to work. He was late for work. And he was speeding, and he was pulled over by a group of Latino motorcycle cops.
Right.
And, you know, the situation got ugly because, according to the police officers, no compliance or non-compliance on behalf of Tyreek. So, you know, the Breakfast Club wanted the people's thoughts on the situation. Because Charlemagne felt like, you know, everyone is saying Tyreek should have just complied. And he's saying, you know, basically, you have no constitutional rights in America as a black person in those situations, right? Like, your instinct should be survive and then worry about that later. And I am with him in the sense that, you know, people of color get treated differently on routine traffic stops, but I'm certainly not with him on the compliance. Like, I've been in hella trouble in my life. I'm still complying. You don't win with the cops. Like, anybody acting like that is gonna get that treatment, whether it's right or wrong. The cops on power trips, they race. It don't fucking matter. It don't matter. You should teach your children to comply so they can make it home. Like, fuck a constitutional right. Fuck what rights you think you have. You know is you versus them, and you can't win. I mean, you got tinted windows. You roll your windows up after they rolled you to roll them down. You lucky you alive. Let's be real. The world I live in, they shooting you. They thinking you rolled your window. They don't know what they can't see.
They lost visual contact with you.
You making the situation worse. Then you reach for your seatbelt. You trying to die. Man, no. I love Charlemagne, but I am not on that side, man. My son needs to. If they knock on his window, I don't give a fuck how rude they knock. What is you saying? Don't knock on my window like that for? You provoking. Like, who the fuck did he think he was, bro? That shit is bananas to me. Yo,
Yeah,
don't be
you
knocking
know,
on my.
he-
He like, don't be knocking on my window like that. Don't be knocking on my window like that. And it's like, bro, do you really think that you about to win with the biggest gang on the land?
Right.
Like, that shit was dumb. Then they tell you get out the car, and you taking your sweet time. Now, don't get me wrong. The dude that ripped him out the car, he was in the rush. He wanted to show, like, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck who you is. You about to feel it tonight. But Tyreek was also just on some bullshit. He was just like, bro, what you think? They know you? That shit don't matter if they did know you.
Your job in that situation is to get that traffic stop done as fast as possible.
That's another thing. He like, man, just give him my ticket and let me get on with my day. It's like, bro, you provoking them to make your day worse. You provoking them to prolong the situation.
Yeah, he did being disrespectful.
Exact, man. Like, yo, I don't give a fuck. Call me whatever you want, but I bet you gonna call me at home because I made it home from that traffic stop.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely want to fight that in court, but I want to fight that in court alive. I don't want to have my family outside with the picket signs and one of those lawyers over there with the gumbo mouth.
Then you got
fighting
people.
for me.
You got people calling into the Breakfast Club, and they like, oh, well, they heard him say he had surgery. Oh, they
It was
know,
already beyond.
but they know who he is. Man, what the fuck?
You knew who he was, Nestor?
I ain't know who the fuck he was.
Same here. I didn't know who he was. And I'm not saying that the cops were in the wrong. And I'm not saying that he was in the right. When they knocked on his window, I mean, when the cops pull me over, I'm ready just to give him all my shit, get the shit over
My
with.
window
You know what I'm saying?
down. My window
my
down.
shit too. I'm
on
like, here you
both
go.
sides,
Boom.
champ. They down on both sides, especially if you got tents, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what world he live in.
Shit on the dash. All your shit on the dash.
But I used to be kind of like that when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what the fuck's the problem? Like, I used to be like that when I was younger.
Said that. Envy said he was getting pulled over when he was younger in New York all the time, and he would have the same energy as the cops. Like, why you pulling me over? I got my insurance. I got my why I got to get out the car? But again, that don't work. You only making that man more upset.
And you got a luxury car. Obviously, whatever the ticket's gonna be is nothing. You know.
I
If you
just don't get
violated
it.
the law and they write you a ticket, I mean, it escalated really fast because first of
Really
all, you know, he
fast.
had a really fast because it was a whole tempo created. Like, yo, what you knocking on my window like that, my man? Like it was some street shit.
Yep.
So it was lack of respect for the authority. So you could see it unfold to that, even if it was like on a script, like what would happen in this situation right here, two-tone, and you're the cop.
But they had no lack of respect either because again, they was banging on his window super aggressive. Like the initial bang, like that shit was not, you could hear it. That shit like bang, 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 bang. So then after
What did he do?
He was speeding.
Oh.
He was speeding.
Yeah, he just trying to get to work. He had a game that day. He went to the game and dominated.
He still dominated. Yo, that was crazy. I don't watch no sports, but they made that clear. My man, did he rush over 100 yards and everything?
No, he a receiver. He a receiver, so he catch the ball. But yeah, he dominated.
What a bad knee.
I know they gave his stats, and he had a hell of a game. They said.
Yeah, and when he scored, he did the little police celebration. He put himself in like handcuffs.
What?
I heard his teammates did that. The way they reported on the radio said his teammates did that when he scored.
Nah, he did that, and they arrested him. Like they walked him off the field in like handcuffs, like clowning and stuff like that. But he was on CNN last night, so he about to go ahead and get that distress bag. He about to get that distress bag.
I hope because the worst part was they throw him out the car, they put him face down in the hot Miami heat pavement.
Dang.
They put a knee on his back, fold his arm, put a knee on his hand while his arm folded, cuff him, stand him up, and then another
Push
cop.
him back down.
I ain't see him push him back down, but I seen another cop run and fucking Superman punch him, bruh. That dude got,
He got punched? I didn't see that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Some other cop ran around and hooked off on him and shit. So he's on they put him on leave, but he's still being paid and they didn't release his name. But I would hope that footage of a man already in cuffs being assaulted by a cop is some sort of lawsuit. And that officer lost his job. Like, I would hope that the word non-compliance doesn't fit after the man is already detained in cuffs. Like, you already drug him out. You already threw him on the floor. You already kneed him in the back. You already put the cuffs on him. You picked him up off the ground. Now your man comes from down the street and hooks off. That's bananas. That's bananas.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what wins the suit once his cuffs are on and how it kept roughhouse tactic from the police.
Well, I mean, again, I hope he's gonna sue because he gave an interview like, yo, we gonna let bygones be bygones. I'm like, what the fuck? You letting what? And I get it. He was wrong. He gets it. And maybe that's why he said that. But like, you wasn't wrong when you got punched in the face. Like, you shouldn't have to get punched in the face even if you don't want to roll your window down because you're in cuffs now. The danger, the threat is over. They know now that you can't harm them because you're face down on the floor with cuffs on. Now we pick you up because the danger's gone and somebody still hooks off. It's pretty fucked up.
When I said push him on the ground, I didn't mean like push him when he fell on the side of them. They was like trying to push him to sit. That's when the whole knee thing, like they was pushing down on his shoulders. You know, and he was like, I got knee surgery today. That's when I was like, oh, this is an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was somebody special when he had the vehicle.
Yeah, that he was too that's dumbass of him right there to like after you acting bad and tough, now you want compassion. Now you want sympathy. Like you should have thought of that shit in the car before you rolled that window up. You was still in the AC. This is what I'm saying. Like, you can't be like, yo, my man, don't be knocking on my window. My knee. Nah, dog, it ain't gonna work that way. Ain't gonna work that way. You know what I'm saying? You got to manipulate the situation. Oh, my officer, I'm sorry. I'm Tyreek Hill. I'm about to play in this Miami get. Oh, you know me? My bad. Yeah, I was. Okay. You ain't what? Okay, you got attitude. My bad. Just shut up.
I'm gonna write you a ticket. If
the officer be like, I don't give a fuck if you Tyreek Hill. Oh, my bad. You already know nothing flying with this dude. Just take your ticket and shut up. But whatever. Yeah. I just want to bring it up because every morning I'm listening to my morning show, and they got the topic of the day, and I just thought to myself, this is a situation that could have got avoided. And let's be real. If that was me or you, we in jail. My man still got to play. He still got to play.
Yeah, I would have missed a
still
day of
got
work.
let go. He didn't even go to the precinct. That was insane. So like, a lot is happening there because there's a big investigation now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they didn't charge him?
Charge him with what? It was a fucking speeding ticket.
No, but like, you know, disobeying the law or some charge.
I mean, I would assume you got to go to fucking jail and get fingerprinted if you getting charged. They
Well, I
let
thought,
him
you
go.
know, they took him to the precinct, put him in the car, took him to the precinct, fingerprint him, ran his
Hell
identity.
no. I don't know. I mean,
see
we
the
would
judge
need more
type shit.
Hell no. It was the same day as the game. He was late for the game.
Yeah, so he called his attorneys. They was like, let him out.
Yeah, he was
Let
on the
him
phone.
out.
And that's another thing.
Call Drew.
But that
Yeah,
was
call
another
Drew.
thing. He was on the phone. That's probably what happened. Like he raised the window to get on the phone because by the time they yanked him out, you could hear him talking on the phone saying, "Yo, they locking me up. They locking me up." So he talking to somebody, man.
That was Drew.
The producer saying this ain't just a regular player. He literally voted the best player in the NFL. Again, that don't make you above the law, and that don't mean that every
niggas wear
officer know
helmets,
you.
Bro. Nobody don't know these niggas. They wear helmets.
And that's what I'm saying. It don't mean that every officer know you and gonna give you a pass for speeding. Like, I know people want him to get a pass. Like, yo, he was late for the game, and they know who he is. But it is what it is. You feel me? CYP. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, NFL players wear helmets, so like the average person don't know what these guys look like.
Yeah, unless they make the front page.
Right.
On the sport event.
You know, I don't know what they look like at all.
Yo.
What up?
Yo, I had a counterpunch I put in last night, right when the show was over. I put that shit in. The show was over. So I want to run both of these, man. It's two different opinions here, man. See, me, I'm a successful black man like Tyreek Hill, right? Like Tyreek. Successful black people don't need to be treated like we're not successful. There's two different ways to treat them, right? A lot of black people have, let's be real here. Some of us got records. We got shit on our record. We do a lot of things, and when they run our ID, some shit gonna come back more than a seatbelt ticket. That's why a lot of niggas feel like they just be quiet, man, just get your ticket and roll on. Yeah, cool. But how many videos, people listen to me, how many videos have you seen online with hundreds of thousands, millions of views of white people snatching tickets from officers, screaming at officers, cussing them out, never having to get out their goddamn car, or never getting a ticket for reckless endangerment or hostile? Plenty. So when you're a person, and white people are the highest population, the dominant population, 60 to 70%. So if that's what you see in America, America shows you that you have the right to get an attitude with a police officer when he pulls you over. They show you it over and over and over again.
Yeah, but they don't show it to you, though. They show you a whole different person, bro. Like, if you're trying to associate yourself with a white person, then that's the mistake.
Yes, that's your mistake. Your mistake is trying to tell the people to be submissive. Fuck that. I'm not being submissive because you treat white people different than me. Like, what kind of nigga? I rock with Malcolm X. I don't rock with Malcolm X.
And I get you. I get you, but that's exactly what Charlemagne said, that as a black man, you have to understand you don't have a constitutional right in that situation.
No. Don't work that way.
You could try to argue that in that situation. You can try and argue that with all you want and end up dead, or be submissive, get out of that situation, and use the law to help you in that. But hey, man, go ahead, give your advice.
Okay. All right, Martin Luther Gibbs. I'm Malcolm X, partner. I don't play that shit. You can be Martin Luther Gibbs all you want to. I'm not. You're never going to change my opinion. I'm no pussy. I pay my taxes. I donate to community. I have a charity fund. I literally am an upstanding citizen. You're not going to talk to me or treat me like I'm a criminal. I don't give a fuck who you are. It don't work that way.
I mean, but you seen what happened. So how would you have made it different?
That don't matter to me.
I know, but explain. I just want you to explain to us how you would have made it different. Because you're saying you're both successful athletes.
I'm trying to explain it, but you keep interrupting me with your I have a dream shit. I'm trying to tell you, you have a whole show. You can go on your I have a dream shit for an hour after I'm done. I'm just trying to go limit. Matter of fact, run me until I'm done. This is how important this shit is. Fellas, listen to me, brothers and Latinos, listen to me. If every day of your life you've been a good citizen, you went to school, you got good grades, you don't cheat on your wife, whatever, you are a good citizen. You deserve to be treated with respect. Period. You are going to get upset sometimes. You are going to get upset. You're going to lose your cool sometimes. You deserve to be treated like anybody else who loses their cool sometimes. You don't have to look at your skin and say, damn, maybe I should be more submissive today because I'm black. That means you're going to have to be more submissive tomorrow because you're still going to be black. You're going to have to be more submissive in 2 years because you're still going to be black. Your son going to have to be submissive because he's still going to be brown. Fuck that. We are men. We are men. I'm going to keep it 100. This is a great scenario. If you're a police officer and AT&T runs your bill for 2 months, you call AT&T. Are you going to be upset? Most likely. Do you expect the person on the other side of that line to hang up on you because you raised your voice? Nope. You expect them to talk to you. You expect them to give you a manager when you ask for a manager. You expect them to let you talk to somebody else if you want to talk to somebody else. You don't expect them to hang up in your face. You know why? Because they're paid to deal with those kind of issues. So when a cop pulls you over, now they're at their job. You got hostile. You expect them to remain calm and cool because it's their job, just like the cop expected the person at AT&T to remain calm and cool because it's their job. The cops get paid to de-escalate situations. You don't get paid to de-escalate anything. If you're not breaking any laws, you're good. Now, if I'm wrong, then why was Tyreek Hill only given 2 infractions? 2 infractions for seatbelt and reckless driving. He was not pulled for resisting arrest because he was not arrested. He was not arrested. He was not taken in for assaulting a cop because he didn't assault any cops. He was not arrested for none of the shit that you're saying he could have been arrested for. He didn't get arrested at all, which means they only fuck with him because they had an attitude problem. Having an attitude, whether you are black, female, gay, or straight, is not illegal. If you get paid, you have to accept people's attitudes. If a person has an attitude in my gym, it is not okay for me to scream at them or say, who the fuck you think you're talking to? It is not proper for me to do that. I want everybody listening. If you literally follow every rule and you teach your son to follow every rule, you got the right to be treated as good as you fucking give. It's that simple. If you get paid to deal with attitude, do me a favor, dog. Get your check, clock in, clock out, and take your ass home. Because Tyreek Hill got released, got 130 yards, got a touchdown, and he's filing a lawsuit against them dudes. So, Ness, between me and you, when Tyreek Hill and his lawyer gets the police county of Dade County to settle in a lawsuit, I want you to have another episode and say, damn, Tyreek might have been right because they just paid him for it. CYP out.
I won't be saying that, man. I don't know.
CYP want the police to approach you politely, like, hi, sir.
He lives in a fantasy world. Like Rodney King didn't happen, and a million other situations.
He sped, he got pulled over. Yeah, they was disrespectful, knocking on the window. But a cop, when he approaches anybody, it's never going like politeness isn't respected. So when you approach somebody, especially a cop, he don't know what the energy is gonna be like. So I guess he brings it higher so that people could like be into like submissive stance. Like, sorry, officer, here you go, no disrespect. But you know, I just think that police are police, man. You just gotta. I mean, yeah, it gets nasty. I don't like using the word comply, but.
And that's the point. That's why I said that's the biggest gang. I never made it about race because the cops were Latino. I was clear on saying that. It was all Latino cops. Like, Charlie Mann went as far as saying he want to call ICE because he's like, yo, I would have been scared if I was Tyreek. I've never been in a situation where all the cops are Latino. Like, and it's true. Like, there wasn't no white cop. There wasn't no black cop. Everybody was Latino, which is strange. You know what I'm saying? But not to the way that Charlie Mann was making it. But certainly it opens up the debate because it's not your typical Rodney King situation where it was white cops beating on a black cop. This is Latino cops.
Well, there's more of that depending on the neighborhood you're in. You know what I'm saying? If whatever neighborhood you heard, like you go to Chinatown in New York City, you're going to see a lot of Chinese cops or Asian cops, you know?
Yeah.
In that community.
Yeah. I mean, in that situation, you just got to be stoic, man. I'm not gonna place my life in the hand of an emotional police officer that's mad that I got a fancy car.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay non-emotional. I'm gonna be stoic. Like all that other stuff, I pay my taxes.
None of that matters. None of that matters, bro. Like you trying to get home, and that's all. Call me Dr. Gibbs all you want, but again, that's the biggest gang, bro. You can't you can't win, man. But I'm glad that it's thought provoking and getting people to give their thoughts on it. G-Von, what's up?
G-Von.
Oh, this nigga back?
Going on, man? Good
I
morning,
hope it's some
TBV.
Berlanga talk.
Hey, yeah, another beautiful day in boxing, man. Shout out Berlanga, man. You know, yesterday having this coach on, I can't lie, like I don't know, maybe I'm reading the energy wrong, but to me it seems like, especially now that he's in Vegas, I think it's starting to sink in that they about to get knocked out, man. This shit crazy. Like, it is what it is, man. You know, a lot of people calling in and saying that Berlanga is, you know, gonna knock out Canelo, which is crazy because, you know, we've had him in the ring with Triple G, right? 36 rounds. Triple G, you know, people tend to forget because of the Canelo fights that before that fight, he had what, like a 96% knockout ratio? He was knocking everybody out, right? And then he goes 36 rounds with Canelo. Never had him stumbled, wobbled, you know, didn't drop him, nothing, man. Like, this is a guy who got the iron chin, went up against the hammer, you know what I mean? Fucking Kovalev. Yeah, you know, people want to talk about weight clauses and all this other shit, but there's other fighters that have also been on weight clauses, and you know, so we can make a whole argument about all that nonsense, right? If someone was 100% on fight night, but that dude did not hurt Canelo at all. Matter of fact, he got knocked out. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, Berlanga. I give him the fighters, the puncher's chance, as Ness would say, because I mean, there's a guy with a whole lot of first round knockouts, and I don't want to hear none of that. You know, Berlanga, who has he actually fought, though? He knocked out all those guys first round. Who were they? At the end of the day, it's still hard to knock somebody out in first round. You get what I'm saying? Especially when that person, regardless, is a professional fighter. Like, I think we got to give some of those people more credit. But, you know, that's just the way I see it, because this fight, to me, is just going to be, you know, something to get the fans riled up for the Benavidez fight. I still believe Canelo's going to fight Benavidez. Or mollywop fucking Bud, just walk through Bud. I mean, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Because I mean, you've seen that clip, right, Ness? Canelo finally admitted that he carried Munguia. I mean, Chris Mannix told him, you know, hey, there's been a theory going around that you carried him, and he said, yeah. He said I could have ended him any round. He said, but I enjoyed the fight, and that was somebody who was being respectful to Canelo. You get what I'm saying? Somebody he didn't want to put out of his misery. Berlanga's been talking super reckless. And like Canelo says, you know, you will see. And we will see Saturday. Come Saturday. Shout out.
Damn, he's
shout out
talking
to
super
TTV.
reckless.
Thank you for your time.
Yo, I'm enjoying the super reckless. I know the general consensus is that
You may feel like it's your time.
Canelo is going to stop
But it's not
Berlanga.
your
I don't
time.
believe it. I feel that this could be, we on route for a trilogy. Nah, nobody don't want to stand with
you
me.
also Puerto Rican from New York, B.
Yo, we on the road to a trilogy.
It's like subconsciously you can't help it. Like,
Win or lose, Berlanga is going to show that he deserves a rematch, win or lose, and it's going to be granted.
Yo, that's the beauty though, that Canelo, like, because he's Puerto Rican too, if he get dropped, if he gets hurt to the body or something, like visibly, that's all like a win for Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
he not supposed to do none of that. So, yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens. Because I'm with G-Von from that standpoint that, you know, Berlanga has been talking spicy, and we got a Canelo that's not going to have compassion. You know, he's certainly going in there to do what he's going to do.
That's
We
what
got
Canelo
the
said.
cat, man. Stop with the he had compassion. He carried. No, Canelo, you done box X amount of rounds, bro. You long in the motherfucking tooth, bro. Let's cut the cat, bro. Stop at no, bro. Stop, bro.
Yo, how many rounds did he go with Charlo?
Okay. So I see your angle. You saying we giving him a pass, and it's really he just can't get knockouts.
Right. That's what we do. We giving this man a pass. The man couldn't stop Charlo.
He old. He can't get the
Thank you.
knockouts no more.
Thank you. That's why I asked the question. How long did he go with Charlo? 12. You think he's gonna go 8 with the chosen one?
Oh,
Go with 12.
Oh,
He going all 12.
He going 12. Yo,
Ain't no compassion there. He tried his hardest.
Word. Adrian, $2 press conference about to be fire. What? Mama? Viva Mexico, cabrones? Okay. JB Cinema, $2. Is this fight equivalent to Davis versus Martin? No. Martin was more proven than Berlanga. Berlanga doesn't have that Michelle Rivera undefeated win. We can't hate on Tank. I wish Berlanga had that undefeated Michelle Rivera win. That would be a Pacheco win. That would be a Berlanga win, but that, Martin wasn't even Berlanga. I mean, Michelle wasn't Berlanga. Well, Michelle, yeah, he wasn't Berlanga. He don't have any, he wasn't David. He doesn't have any champions on his resume. But yeah, Frank had a better win, bro. Frank had a better win for sure. The Michelle Rivera win, he was supposed to get the Tank fight. Montez Jackson, $2. Ain't gonna like this from Ness. Laugh out loud. Like what? Back with another 5. Athletes have been taken care of since junior high. They've been getting special treatment for the majority of their lives. They don't think rules apply.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. All right. So somebody recently was talking about when I went to college, because he played basketball, anything he needed, he got. Like, he didn't have to be on the waiting list for a book or anything, like dormitory. He just got it, everything. So yeah, so it's kind of like, your mom's bringing you a sandwich while you playing video games. You just, you spoil.
Yeah, and they should. They're athletes. You were blessed with to be something incredible. That's why I was the sports manager. I was getting the leftover yams.
2 types of yams, the sweet one and the light skinned one.
Yeah.
We got CYP Counterpunch.
Tense up.
Hey, y'all realize Buster Douglas was a top 5 heavyweight when he fought Tyson. Top five Ring Magazine, IBF number 2, WBC number 3, WBA number 4. Edgar Berlanga is nothing close to what Buster Douglas was. It's not even close.
He's
not
bigger.
Even close. He's not. He got a country behind him. A lot of people who got countries are big. We know
He's
that,
more favored on the odds. That's what's not close.
yeah.
Buster Douglas was a bigger underdog.
Of
I
course,
also feel he got a country and a culture behind him outside of the country. I think he got that New York hip hop culture.
Yeah, and he's still in on pay-per-view. Yeah, I get tired of arguing with you foreigners about y'all dudes. Y'all dudes don't never
and
do
he pay for pay-per-view on Saturday?
Never. Yeah, no, Canelo's pay-per-view. Canelo's pay-per-view every fight he has. He could have been against Blow Joe. It'd have been on pay-per-view. Fuck you talking about? If that's the case, where's Berlanga's pay-per-view before this? And where's his pay-per-view after this? Man, cut
the beginning. It's the beginning. You never start with.
He's about to get his ass whooped. The fact is, I'm gonna give Ness some credit, because Ness doing a great job of convincing these dumbasses, this boxing community of dumbasses, like a 10%. 10% of y'all are really, really dumb, like H-Town. Y'all really, really dumb. 90% of y'all smart enough to know he's just trying to make a show. But he ain't got no goddamn chance of beating Canelo. It's not even close to beating Canelo. This dude I would say he's a good boxer. I would say good. I'm stretching with the good. He's a good boxer. Let's just leave him at good. He's about to be the one that gets stopped by Canelo. We talking about Canelo shows his compassion. Well, for some reason, y'all gonna have a different story and say, oh, it was the bad blood. That's why Canelo knocked him out. No, it was because he's not good enough. It's because he's not good enough to last 12 rounds without being knocked out by Canelo. Matter of fact, whoever hits my DM right now, whoever hits the CYP athletes, whoever takes the first bet, this is just free money. If he lasts, you get $100. Whoever the first person is, you ain't got to pay me nothing. If he lasts, whoever the first person is to take the bet, I will pay you $100 if he lasts.
I'm going to DM you right now. Say your DM.
CYP athletes. First person. You get that money for free if he lasts. Man, this dude, man, I like the fact that it's coming, so we ain't got to argue about it past this week. But Berlanga was picked for a reason. He was picked because of his country, not because of his skill.
Yep.
Let's rewind it. He was picked because of his country, not because of his skill. The boy about to get his ass whipped, abused, and used. Yep. Boy. Shout out to my man in the chat who loved my Pops references, but he about to get his ass whooped. Canelo about to make him wake his ass up in the morning and go take out the trash or take this left hook. That's what he about to do. He about to whoop his ass. I cannot believe that you would even think that Buster and this dude are the same, because he ain't got no fucking chance of winning, and Buster Douglas won.
Hey,
See what
Buster
I'm-
was a 40-1. That's the point of bringing it
You
up.
feel like it's your time.
That's the point of bringing it up. It's
What is
like,
not your time?
you know, all you can do now is diminish Berlanga and say, oh, well, he's not top 5, which he is. He is. He's certainly top 5 in the WBA. So, you know, all you can do is diminish him and say, oh, well, Buster still was better than him. And that's okay. But Buster was a 40-1 versus Tyson. Berlanga's not that big of an underdog, so the bookies believe he has more of a shot. You know, they believe in the power. Did you find his Instagram?
I'm trying, man. This shit's coming up with numbers behind it, man.
Somebody already DM'd him. It's over.
We only
YP
cared
athlete.
about Buster Douglas until after he won.
Exactly.
And then how far did he go after
cared
that
about
win?
him. I didn't even know who Buster was. He had to win to know who he was. Come on, man.
Yo, hold up. The thing I don't like, he said, is like, yo, he picked him, or you said it, Ness. Yo, he picked him because he got a country behind him. Okay, how many other Puerto Rican fighters are there?
None.
None?
What, in Canelo's division, who?
I don't know. I'm asking you because y'all saying Berlanga's a nobody.
I'm telling you, there are, like, Berlanga knew. Like, you can't be that big and not know. Like, yo, it was already, like, think about it. Like, Tito got to 60. He started at 47. Like, Benitez was small. Like, bro, Ricans, like, John Ruiz. That's why they love John Ruiz. Like, y'all don't get that big. Y'all don't get that big, bro. Like, you kidding me? Miguel Cotto started at 40. Like, we talking about Berlanga, a natural 68-pounder. This kid could be a heavyweight if he eat right. If the stars align. If he's truly destined.
Well, chosen on Saturday. Definitely stars align.
Well, you agree
destined.
with CYP. He was chosen. Pick and chosen is the
no,
same thing.
No, that's the name. Chosen one.
And
you know what I'm saying?
But
Of
that's
course.
what I'm saying. It's a play on words. You both agree. CYP saying he picked. You saying he chosen. He the chosen one. He calling it destiny. You feel me? We all saying the same thing. We all saying the same thing. We got Smoker J, member for 6 months, the prospect level. Ayo, Ness, would you ever bring Sean Zattel back on? Yeah, that's my boy. We was actually, where the fuck we was at? Oh, we was just at the media workout at Pound for Pound Gym, kicking it, you know. I was actually giving him credit for, like, the Jared interview. I mean, just going independent, period. I was happy for him. You know, he's doing his thing. I told him his channel's blowing up. I'm sub. And, yeah, I would love to have him on, you know, as a panelist on a show or something like that. Adrian, $2. Hey, mama.
Hey, mama.
Spanish raspy voice. I have no clue who is that a phrase? I don't know.
That's an acronym?
No. He put
AYA mama.
Yeah. Unless he said ay mama. Spanish. Oh, ay mama. Is he trying to do the torito? Ay
like,
mama.
Ay caramba.
No, I mean it might be torito.
What's torito?
It's a Dominican merenguero, and that's his catchphrase. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, ay mama. All right, moving on. We got Brandon, Cincinnati. Ain't that where Buster Douglas from?
Yo,
No idea.
what's good, Ness?
Shit,
Two
Brandon,
tone.
give me a minute. I'm sorry, bro. Old head got this counter punch. I ain't trying to play him.
Oh, go ahead, do your thing.
Nah,
Let me mute up.
just stay muted. Once you hear him go, because you know I'll forget, come back. Go ahead, Jay. Apologies.
Yo, 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yo,
I know why you
you know
calling
what's
in, man.
crazy?
School these young boys, man. Cause you
You know,
actually
you know
been
what's
through that,
crazy?
man.
Yo, you gotta stop taking up my time, man.
Well, I'ma restart it
You
for
know
that,
what's
man.
crazy?
You blessed
Okay,
around here.
okay, 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 okay. You know what's crazy is we all have kids. We all have kids, and our kids are growing into the same aggressive society that we're watching Tyreek Hill run around in. And it was the officers wrong? Yes. But were they wrong when they put their knee on George Floyd's neck and choked him out? Yes. So, and did they go to prison for it? Yes. So just because you think you have a right in the position, you're not going to tell your son to do the same thing that Tyreek Hill did. I raised three kids. Three boys. Two of them were my sons, and one of them was an adopted son from our church that we was going to. And I told them, I said, if you get stopped by the police while you're driving and you can't think of anything else to say, give them my number. Tell them, well, I don't understand what's going on. Can I give you my dad's number and you can speak to him? But the thing that we refuse to understand is the stoplight is not a place for you to automatically become a lawyer and start pleading the case. This is not. This is not. This is not where you become brilliant. No, even lawyers don't start pleading their case and becoming lawyers at a stoplight. No, and what you're doing is you're teaching these kids that they have the right to insult and be upset. We have enough kids shooting other kids. These police, they want to shoot somebody. That's the whole idea of them carrying a gun. I dare you, make my day. You remember that. That's what they want to do. They want to blast your ass. I've never been shot. I've never had a bad traffic stop. Just run my time if you want, and I'll shoot you, whatever. I have never had a bad traffic stop because, no, I'm not scared. I'm from the Bronx. I listen to Malcolm X. I've listened to Farrakhan.
Farrakhan.
I've listened to a whole lot of brothers that Clarence 13X, a whole lot of brothers that was 5%ers. But at the end of the day, you have to make the decision to decide whether you want this to go off in the streets or you want it to go off in a courtroom. At the end of the day, to all you young black brothers out there, don't let no hothead idiot try to tell you, well, take a stand right then and there. That does not make sense because you don't have a gun. What are you taking a stand with? Your flesh and blood, your bones? I don't get it. That does not make sense. And I'm not going to tell my kids to do it. I raised 5 kids. Well, 6 if you count my son that was in our church that he didn't have a father, so we raised him too. You know, so what are you telling them? Are you telling them, yes, it's okay to get shot because you're right? Look at Rodney King. They beat the shit out of Rodney King. Excuse my language. And where is Rodney King now? He's deceased.
But it was
He
unrelated to that beating.
I'm sorry.
It was unrelated to that beating. He just recently die?
Well, it doesn't matter. No, he did not just recently die. It doesn't matter whether he was related.
Not this
He
year,
died
but
because
like in the past, like 3 years, 4 years, he just
it
recently
was
died.
probably like 4 years, 5 years ago he died.
That's pretty recent. That's pretty recent.
Okay, but that's not the point.
Okay,
the point is, do you want to receive that type of beating? Are you going to survive that? He had like 5 cops swinging nightsticks like they were baseball bats. Are you going to survive that? I'm talking to you, King. I mean,
yeah, I probably will survive it. Yeah. I probably be bruised and lumped up. Yes, cut up. Yes.
16-year-old is a 16, 17-year-old, 18-year-old gonna survive that?
I mean, I don't know what you're getting to, but
he getting back to the point. He getting back to the point of don't teach your son to take a stance in the car. That's all.
I understand that part, but you know, the Rodney King.
Jay, you going again?
Yeah, I'm gonna go again because this is serious. See, I pledged to a fraternity. I grew up as a Cub Scout. I was the first thing I joined when my mom let me off the stoop was the Cub Scouts. And they had such an impression on me that I've always been a Cub Scout. I've never forced a girl who didn't want to have sex to have sex. You know, that's called date rape. I didn't sell drugs. I didn't sell drugs at all. I'm not nothing against nobody because I knew all the big drug dealers, but I did not hang out with them and I did not sell drugs. You see, at some point in time, you have to understand that there is a right way to go about these things on earth, and you don't have to feel degraded by it. I got stopped by cops plenty of times in my car. And what's the first thing I do? I raise down my window and say, "Hi, sir, what do you need?" Let me see your driver's license and your insurance and your registration. Sure, sir, here it is right here. And I pull it from the top of my sun visor and give it to him. You see, you got to know who you are in this world. Being alive and humble allows me to help mentor over 300 kids that are going to be alive and humble. See, my kids, none of them have been shot. I've never been shot. I've never been beat up by the police. I had them rough me up once, and you know, it wasn't a good thing, but at the same time, I'm still around to tell the story. You see, a lot of these kids, what's my man name? He was in the car and he told the cop, "I have a gun." And the cop shot and killed him in front of his wife and his kids in the back seat. And he told me, he said, "I have a registered gun." See, a lot of this is machismo, you know, very macho shit. And a lot of that is what gets people killed. A lot of these kids fighting each other just because one kid said something to the other kid, and the next thing the other kid with a gun, he was like, oh, he had too much machismo, so he shot the other kid. You got to understand where you're at in this world. This generation, my generation, a lot of people are getting killed. And it's because you don't use your fucking brain. And you're telling kids to do the same thing.
Jay,
that's my time. How much I owe you?
That's 2. Well, you already
sure
get 2. Yeah, it's 2 because you paid for the first one already. We got Hulk, $2 cash app. He says, "Do you want to go to jail or go home or be dead?"
Yo, Nest, I'm back.
You are.
Okay, let's just sum up this Tyreek Hill situation so we can get back to boxing. Neither guy see why PRJ are wrong. CYP is right. As a law-abiding citizen, cops should be experts in situational de-escalation, and we should have a right to get an attitude just like the white person. But to piggyback Jay's point, as a black man in America, we have enough evidence to know the odds are stacked against us. We aren't playing on the same playing field as white people, so knowing that, the key should be knowing when to hold them and when to fold them, and in that situation, fold them, make a home safe, and go from there. Get the guy's badge number, report the cop. The key should be making it home safe, like Jay said. Don't try to be a martyr for change on the spot. But neither guy's wrong at the end of the day. But like I said, like to piggyback Jay, we don't try to be a martyr for change right then and there when you know the odds are stacked against you and we aren't white, and it has never been fair for black people. So to say white people do a lot of shit we can't do. But like I said, neither guy's wrong, because cops should be experts in situational de-escalation, but they're not. That's just, it is what it is in regards to that. Now in regards to Canelo, this might be from a technical standpoint and from a in the ring talent standpoint, his worst opponent since Rocky Fielding. When I watched Berlanga against Cosieres, where he got dropped, or Angulo, where he got so frustrated where he had to bite the guy because he couldn't do much, and when he fought Steve Rose and looked terrible, I don't see a guy that has a chance in hell in beating Canelo. I don't see a guy who has a chance in hell in going the distance with Canelo. I mean, we have more than enough proof that this guy just doesn't have it. I get it, Puerto Ricans, and I'm not knocking the Puerto Ricans. You guys want somebody to rally behind. All I hear is Puerto Rican guys saying he's Puerto Rican. It's gonna be a movie. We gonna get terror squad chains. We gonna party and eat arroz con pollo after the fight to celebrate. But I haven't seen one Puerto Rican fan call in and give a technical breakdown on how Berlanga can beat Canelo, because there is no technical breakdown of how Berlanga beats Canelo. They're just hoping in one hand and shitting the other and seeing which one fills up faster. So you can't pull the wool over my eyes. Canelo's about to beat the shit out of this kid. You guys are going to look forward to some exciting press conference action and some entertainment from that standpoint. But when the fight happens, he has no shot. So if you want to be a fan of the Puerto Rican fighter and believe that your guy has a chance, then you have that right. But you can't pimp me. You can't finesse me out of me thinking this guy has a chance. I have more than enough footage on Berlanga to know that he's just not on this level as of yet. So that's just my take on the fight. Like I said, I don't think Canelo's fought a worse opponent since Rocky Fielding. When you look at his fights, Berlanga just ain't got it.
So is he trying to say that Berlanga's not better than Rocky Fielding? Because I think he should be better than Rocky Fielding and Yeardom. And fuck, who else did Canelo fight? I would say Berlanga's better than James Kirkland, and certainly his chin has proven to be better than James Kirkland.
Yeah, I want to say that Canelo, like every fighter, kind of starts slow. Canelo's a slow starter. And I think that Berlanga is going to confuse him. He's going to come in one way first round, and maybe even switch it up the second round. And he's going to ask for respect, not with power. That's how he's going to ask for respect, not verbally. So don't get confused. Yeah. And I just think he's going to switch it up, man. They got a game plan, man. Come on. I'm not going to be here technical and act like, oh, he's going to do this, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The only thing I can say is that he's going to switch it up early. And he's used to knocking people out early, so he's going to get the respect early because he's going to feel the power, Canelo. Now, y'all act like Canelo is like super dodgy, misses, nothing catches him. Come on, man. He been hit early before. Stop it. Yo, and then the other thing I want to say, yeah, CYP's right to an extent, and the last caller, right to an extent. I got pulled over by the cops in a big-ass car. He said I was swerving on the parkway.
What you mean, big ass car? What does that mean, big ass car?
My car, it was brand new. It was a Range Rover. It was pearly white. It had cream seats inside. It was see-through. I'm in it. Cop pulls me over, says I didn't even know I got pulled over. He's like, yo, you was swerving. And I was like, I was swerving. I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was swerving. He asked me for my papers. And then he says, yo, you don't have a front license plate. So I was like, yeah, it's a luxury car. You don't put license plates in the front. He was like, well, in the state of New Jersey. And I was like, all right, well, I'm sorry. I'll put it on when I get a chance. And that was it. He gave me a warning and I drove off.
Word.
Be apologetic, man.
Listen. Listen to this super chat, because I was going to save that for this, right? He says, years of lurking, $2. Being nice to the cops isn't going to save your life. And he's right. But you want them, because they're professionals and allegedly being paid to de-escalate a situation, but you yourself
want to be escalated.
No, you can't try to de-escalate. They telling you and me that de-escalating is stupid. You just de-escalated by saying, I'm sorry, now when I get a chance, I'll put it on. But they only want the professional to de-escalate. That's stupid. Let's do it both ways. That's all I'm saying.
It's true. If you pull me over in my car, I'm going somewhere, and I'm happy to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I have something to do.
Again, if it was the first time ever being pulled over, I can understand you acting a certain way. But we know how that ends up. You can have all the rights in the world. We know how that ends up. So if you're trying to get to point B from A, and you get stopped along the way, yeah, I mean, I would go with the de-escalating over the aggression. Because I'm still trying to get to point B, man. DC3, $2, CYP, and Unc J Swift episode of Debate. Watch. Yeah, we got a counterpunch for Suleiman the Scholar. Suleiman the Scholar is not on the line, Rocky Rodriguez, who's going to be fighting in Border Wars this Saturday.
Wait, Suleiman's fighting?
No, Rocky. But he sent
Rocky.
the counterpunch for Suleiman. Speaking of counterpunches, we got CYP.
CYP.
Yo,
I ain't find you on Instagram. You talking about Twitter, your DM?
Nah, IG.
I don't do no Twitter. I'm on Twitter, but I don't do it. So listen, I don't do Twitter, people. I'm just on there for the boxing voice. That's it. I don't really rock. I don't do Twitter. I got pulled over one time when I was 20, right? The guy looked at my face, pulled me over. Goddamn, just looked at me. Now, I knew it was racial profiling. He said I didn't have a seatbelt on. Nigga lying. Lying. Right? Now, what happens? I argue with him about I had my seatbelt on. They call other cops there. Boom, 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 boom. That's how I got this shit dismissed. Because I argued with him and asked for a superior. They came. Without the evidence of him having to explain this and explain that and explain that, I would have had to pay for that ticket. I'm trying to tell y'all, when you want to win your lawsuits, you have to have evidence of wrongdoing. If you sit there and take it, there is no evidence for you. It's like asking questions is okay to do. Ask him a question. Why'd you pull me over, sir? Why'd you pull me over, sir? Nothing wrong with that. Okay, sir, you sure I was going 10 miles an hour? Because I don't speed. It's cool to ask these questions to get him to incriminate himself by lying on you. Like, some of y'all don't understand this shit. And I'm trying to teach you some things. Or, if you're just a good citizen, just give me your shit and move on. There have been plenty of times I've been pulled over and it's license registration, seatbelt, whatever, boom, 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 and I'm out of there in 5 minutes. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about when there's attitude given from one party to the next. If your job is to de-escalate, why are you raising the temperature of this traffic stop? It's not your job, man. But I'm going to tell you, if you're a smart man and you don't mind going to court, I don't mind that shit. I don't want 5 lawsuits. I don't mind that shit. Matter of fact, call me CYP Cochran. I will show up and fight for you. Trust me, I like it. I love it. So what you do, you get the information and try to figure out why they did what they did. If you got to scream it, if you got to yell it, just get the information. And then when you get in front of the judge, present the information. Put your phone on. Show the judge right at court how it went. And I'm telling you, you get it dismissed. And then you realize, like, damn, CYP was right. Of course I was. This is 2024, man. You talking about shit that happened before there was body cams. Quit bringing up shit before body cams. Quit bringing up shit before people was out there recording it, showing you what was happening. Stop that. Like get into the new age. And I love J Swift, but I think you called me an idiot, dog. And I try not to these days go in on my elders because they be crying and say I be bullying the elderly. But I be telling people, I don't care if you handicapped or elderly, it's bully season. But I'm gonna give you a pass. Please don't call me names because I don't want to do that. Just just keep it respectful. Keep your opinion old school. I'm gonna keep my opinion new school, and we can move on like that. CYP out.
Speaking of Jay Swift, he has 2 counterpunches. One courtesy of himself, another courtesy of TBX, Jonathan Sims, and we also have Chivo the Cuerno.
Chivo de Cuerno.
How you doing? I mean, and that's, um, this is topic is like boxing because a lot of people are talking about, a
Two
lot
Tone,
of
he called
people
you
are
I
talking.
mean.
Oh, my bad. I thought I mean was on here. My bad.
No, tell him
Uh,
keep cooking, Troy. You cooking.
what's up, Two Tone? Hey, Two, I heard you from Arizona.
Yeah, Maryville, USA.
Yeah, that's a very corporate state because it's one of the last states to come into the state of existence from the
Mm.
republic. So you really got to be careful. I'm only here to speak about facts. When we talk about these things, gentlemen, on here on the Boxing Voice, it's kind of like knowing the rules of pugilism or the sweet science that was coined by Pierce Egan and the bare knuckle boxing scene in London. He was a publicist. You have to know law because knowledge and wisdom without law is foolish. It's in the Emerald Tablets. First, for the police to even pull you over is an illegal action in itself because, yes, you do have a constitutional right that they swore an oath to, even when they put on a British uniform. On top of the uniform that they wear in the public, there's two uniforms. The moment a police officer reaches in your property and pulls you out the car. Now listen, before anybody come for me, I was in the bank last year and a woman performed a Karen act, said I had a firearm in Navy Federal. The police came in, four officers, one was Asiatic, the other three were white. They had M16s, AR-15. I don't know what they really carry at that caliber because my ID say I could conceal a firearm and I got a weapons declaration because I hear a lot of people saying things on here thinking that they're Americans. Just because you're born in the United States doesn't mean you're an American. You can't be an American and a United States citizen. That's a fact.
What
And
state
it's
you
called
in?
I'm in California. It's called an American national. And it has to do with your taxes and it's on the WA bin. So if you don't have that filed anywhere, you're a United States citizen. Period because the Social Security, we don't even need to get into it. These are facts because they're bound by the Office of Legislation Revision Council, which is the United States law. When you go to Fed prison or you're a Dr. Martin Luther, I swear my elder, because my last name was King, he died trying to get you people to understand law. When the police pull you over, you are not to argue because it's in their corporate law. The arguments are for fools because you know the law. I'll send you 250 Ness for an extra minute and 30 seconds. Is that feasible?
You may feel like it's your
Of
turn,
course, champ. Of
but it's not your
course.
turn.
You feel what I'm saying?
He says,
Yeah, I want
It's
that document you mentioned. Say that again.
I'll really send you 5 Ness. What do you need, sir?
You said you had that we had to file a document. You
Oh
said something
no.
about you are a
You
U.S.
really
citizen
want the
if you.
information. I got you, brother. I got you. I turned my name, which is Troy Demond King, into an actual foreign private trust in the state through a filing company at makefreedom.com, and it was $750. And you go through the District of Columbia, which is Washington, D.C., and you actually doing business with the United States instead of the state you live in. And it's a form of renouncing your citizenship. I've sent a lot of information to Ness because he's my man. And I've been doing this. So like just 3 weeks, the feds came and got me because I'm out on bond for 25,000. And what happened to me was in Solano County. And now when I'm in state court or federal court, they have tried to ostracize me because I know the information so fluently and they really do not follow the law in state and United States court. They've labeled me vexatious and a bully, basically saying I don't have grounds to sue when people do. Listen, the Karen Act, I don't know if y'all know that. The Karen Act is an act that was created by Matt Haney SF from the California State Assembly because he seen me go through a real Karen Act at my job. So he had it turned into a congressional act and every company or through Uniform Commercial Code law have adopted the act. That's how all laws get passed through the United States. It's brought to Congress, and then they pass it through one state, and then they all pass it through a state. It's called Uniform Commercial Code. It's actually District Code 28 first in 1963, and then they revised it down to all other states so that all states could do fiat color business in court. When Tyreek got Hill got stopped, he got stopped on the color of a law. So if anything happens to him, he can sue for 18 U.S. Code 241 and 242, deprivation of rights due to color of law. But to do that, you have to keep your mouth shut, because the First Amendment is you have a freedom of speech. But Dave Chappelle said, though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, and that's why it's number 5, because a wise man once said nothing. And that's the thing. It's how you, now I'm sure CYP is not going in on the people who talking. He articulates well, so he's articulating the problem. And that's what you have to do. You have to know, but you can't argue
You may feel like it's
because
your
that
time,
is disturbing
but
the
it's not
peace.
your time.
All right, brother. We got a couple counter punches here from Jay Swift, and like I said, Jonathan Sims sent one as well, courtesy of TBX, for Jay Swift to talk a little bit. But we're going to get, don't forget, Suleiman the Scholar, you got one, you haven't showed up. And that's courtesy of Rocky Rodriguez. He's fighting in Border Wars. We got Coyote Blanco, $2. More credible win, Berlanga or David Avenizin? And I don't know what you mean. Are you asking who has a more credible win on their resume, or who is a more credible win for someone on their resume? Meaning, is David Avenizin a more credible win for Crawford than Berlanga being on Canelo's resume would be?
I think they mean the latter.
Yeah. I would have to say yes. Avenizin is a better win. Avenizin won the form of a WBA. He knocked out Josh Kelly, and he knocked out Kevin Lahagra twice. And he probably got another little notable win around there somewhere that I would need BoxRec for. We got Fake New Media. Welcome to the prospect level. G-Ball, $5. Ness. They arrested his teammate, too, that didn't have anything to do with the situation, but was only there to check on him. Them officers was on BS. Again, two things could be true. Those officers was on BS, and they arrested that dude. But if it's the video that I seen, my friend, this dude, fellow teammate, because I didn't bring this part up because, again, irrelevant, but till now. The dude is in some sort of Range Rover like the one you had, Enrique, and he fucking just cuts the street. So now he's parked like this on a fucking two-way street. Like it's 2 lanes, and you blocking one whole lane like you a cop, right? So you jump out your car, you on the phone like, yo, they got Tyreek. The officer comes through, he's like, yo, get back in your car. You ignoring the officer. They got Tyreek. They locking up Tyreek. Yo, get back in your car. Now you finally get that dude's attention. Yo, is that your car? Yeah, that's my car. So now you the reason it's parked like this. So they telling you again, get back in the car. And that's what I'm saying. How many fucking times he got to tell you to move your car? And you know when he changed his mind? When he say, you know what? I'm locking you up. Now, oh wait, I'm going to move the car. Too fucking late. It's too late. Like, we got to be smarter than this. I don't understand. Y'all arguing dumb shit, bro. Like, but that's cool. Because I live in Florida, and you live in Phoenix. And I guess I live in Vegas too, so I guess we just acting smarter because it's hotter out here. You ain't about to face plant Nesta Gibbs. Fuck wrong with you? Had my fucking chest, my skin melting off.
No.
You gonna listen to a motherfucker giving you advice to melt your face off. They got a kneecap in your back. Stomach skin melted. Man, you stupid. I ain't doing that. I would never do that. I'm de-escalating, bruh. De-escalating. I've
That
been
ain't
young.
your job. That ain't your job
I've
to
been young.
de-escalate.
I've been young, man. I'm not being young and dumb anymore, man. Not
One,
being young
two,
and dumb
1, 2.
anymore. What up?
Can you hear me?
Yup.
First of all, I want to say to CYP, I don't remember calling you ignorant, but if you feel that way, I apologize. Because that's not another thing that I don't do. It's not about disrespecting another black man. That's not what it's about either. So I apologize for that. But I was saying that it's ignorant to pull up to a stoplight and think that all of a sudden you're going to plead your case in court at the stoplight. You're not. That's not going to happen. And to get people to think like that is ignorant, especially kids, because kids will do what you tell them to do if you give them enough gumption. And we don't need that. We need kids to actually be responsible, even in a situation where they have no control over the situation. They still need to be responsible, and they need to know that. And that's the reason why certain kids move on and exceed in life, and other kids get held back because they're under the guise that they have some special rights to do this, that, and the third. And they don't have no more special rights than any of us that's on this broadcast of the Boxing Voice. We all have the same rights. The same rights is you have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right, do I have to go all the way with the Miranda rights? You have the right to remain silent. That means shut the fuck up. So, I mean, I know you work with kids, CYP, because I listened to you. You're a brilliant, very good person, brilliant in all your analogy and everything. But I've been working with kids since 1974. And I was a kid myself, but you have to grow and learn at the same time. And then when you take these kids on field trips, you don't want police running up on you talking about, hey, get over here. Let me see some ID. And you got 60 kids, and the next thing you know, you getting beat up by the police because you didn't know how to shut your mouth. That doesn't make sense to me. That's ignorance. We got to be moving towards a better America. And we're not going to get moving towards a better America by continuing to refer to the past. This is not the 1950s.
You may feel like it's your time.
You got that other one from Jonathan Sims.
Thank you, Jonathan Sims. I appreciate you. This is not the 1950s. What happened with Martin Luther King happened. Okay, but even Martin Luther King, he was very astute scholar. He graduated with honors. I think he has a doctorate. That's why he was Dr. Martin Luther King. Even he got shot and killed. So you can't just run through life trying to fight every battle, especially if you have a family and you have a mother and father and you got to get home. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that?
Damn, you got good ears.
Somebody talk?
That was me. I was opening the door.
Oh, we have to look at life as our oyster is, and we have to move forward like we want that. But we can't move forward if we're so angry we keep fighting everybody. That's not going to help you. That's not going to help you. And you can't teach kids to do that because they don't know what to do after the cop grabs them, snatches them up, and throws them on the ground. They don't know what to do after that. All they know is that you told them to fight for their rights. And I don't want to see no kid thrown on the ground like that because I told him something. No, I'm gonna tell him the right way to do it is be quiet when your mom gets there, or you talk to your mother or your father. Then you can make some decisions after that. But until then, the best way to push forward is to act like you got some sense. My mother used to say, "Don't you go out there and embarrassing me. Just don't embarrass your parents." That's all. That's anybody who has parents. You can be 16, you can be 60. Just don't embarrass your parents, because when you get killed, that's embarrassing. Anyway, I'm out. Thank you again. Peace.
All right, Jay.
I assume we're talking about the football player topic. That's what this
Yeah.
is all about.
Yeah. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, so I saw the brief clip. Yeah, it's fucked up.
We got Rocky Rodriguez, member for 18 months on the champ level. He says, shout out to all my big homies. Arthur Abraham, Frach, Ustatigi, and Plant. Salute. What?
Yeah,
Jeez. Huh?
I didn't get that either.
Me neither. Jeez, $2. Dana said Canelo is being featured on UFC Noche Fuego. Okay. $2 retracted message from God K, and he comes back. He says, I just want to talk boxing. No, he says, I just want to talk about this Saturday's fight for real. We did talk about that, champ, but we still talking about it. Don't worry, man. This was just a very hot button topic, right? It's all over. Young Too Cold, $2. This is a boxing show? Laughing out loud. It is, sir. CYP, another counter.
Yo, last one. I'm about to get real busy. Hey, shout out to there. I think you said listen to a stupid idiot. My radar, it collects insults on CYP quickly. Bam! I get them immediately. Bam! So yeah, I accept your apology. Ain't no hard feelings. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I mean this shit. This is some serious shit. My sister's Ivy League educated. My mother got a master's degree. We big on education here. When we get into things like this, man, we always win. The reason why we always win is because we've done this before. We studied this. We even talked about it as family and shit on how we're supposed to do things and the way to get things to change and teach it to our young kids and the people we mentor and people we tutor, right? That's why the cell phone was invented, to help you. Do you think a cop really wants to show up in court and have the judge and everybody behind you see him cussing at you, screaming at you, and raising his voice? Of course not. That's why 9 times out of 10, the cop doesn't even come to the court case. Then that's when you show it and you get the case dismissed. You could win almost every single time a cop pulls you over if you literally did nothing wrong. Don't listen to these people about just take your ticket. You never know. You can be shot. That happens 1 out of a million times, man. It just happens to be 20 million, 44 million of black people. So you think it's really a lot. It really isn't as much as you think it is. Most of us know, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, most of y'all know y'all got a dirty record. That's why y'all be so nice to the cops. When I'm with my cousin in the car and he driving, that nigga be Mr. Polite. You know why he Mr. Polite? Because that nigga license suspended. That's why he's Mr. Polite. When I'm driving, I'm not Mr. Polite. If they're polite with me, I'm polite with them. Very simple. If it's, how you doing, sir? How you doing? Oh, you know I pulled you over? No, I don't know. It was this. Okay, cool. License registration? Here you go, sir. Boom, come back. Okay, Mr. Moore. Boom, 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 boom. Sign this right here. Boom, I'm gone. But if it's banging on my window, I'll have to tell you nothing. Oh, no. Phone come out. Let's record this. Then I go to the court, show it to the judge, case dismissed. There is nothing wrong with that. If y'all think that you have no right to even say something, record, or have any issue, then man, y'all need to wake up. This is not 1960 no more, man. Y'all got to stand up and be better role models for your kids. Because I would want a dad who tell me to stand up for myself than a dad who says, "Hey man, you never know what can happen. That's what you to come home and say." I ain't saying nothing wrong with either one of those, but I'd rather have my dad tell me to stand up for myself and then play that out in court. So when you say the traffic stop is not the courtroom, it's the courtroom for the cop. The cop, only time he could beat you is right there. You could beat him there and in the court. Don't let them intimidate you. I know y'all been evicted. Some of y'all been evicted, right? Do y'all notice that if you get evicted, the landlord will say all kind of crazy shit to you, right? But when they get to court, they ain't saying none of that crazy shit. All the judge want to know is, do you have the money? You say, I got the money. Here, they let you back into that place. The same place they said they could not let you stay. Stop letting people threaten y'all, man. They just think that black people will never take you to court. They believe we won't do. They believe it. All you got to do is stand on your shit, learn about the law, and I'm telling you, you'll win your case 5-0. CYP out.
You may feel like it's your time.
We got a king
But it's
counter
not your time.
courtesy of Mac and Cheese. And on top of that, he sends $10 and says Troy King talking 100% truth with the flex emoji. Drop a bomb for his dub. Troy, king counter.
Somebody gave me a counter or something?
Yes, Mac and Cheese gave you 2. King counter.
Oh,
So that means 2.
what do you wanted me to say?
He also sent the super chat, said you were talking the 100% truth with the flex emoji.
Oh, okay. Well, to add on what CYP was saying, another point that he made was that when the police do stop you, that is court. Like people don't know that, but they showed it in the movie Young Guns when Emilio Estevez had just killed the first guy they were going after they become deputized. And he's talking to Charlie Sheen, who's the head man, and he said, I disagree with that, Your Honor. They killed our daddy. So that's kind of just like when you're dealing with the police in the public. Public is a legalese term for corporation. So it's like when you're dealing with the corporation, as known as the United States, you have to be very careful. You know what I'm saying? So, but far as Canelo and Berlanga, the reason why Canelo has the highest percentage to win is because he has the best defense. Now, defense is one of the 4 criteria to win a round, along with effective aggression, accurate punching, and ring generalship. And due to the Canelo style of fighting, I've yet to. Berlanga is bulkier, big, but I don't think he's like. He looks like he's around 5'11". You know what I mean? But he does have good size, pause. But what
He's
is
6'1". He's an inch taller than Bivol, and he's got a longer reach than Bivol.
Oh yeah, well then he got a good decent size because Andre worried about that size. So yeah, no, most definitely. Um, the thing is, his reach is not gonna play a factor because he's a puncher, and punchers don't really elect to use the jab a la Tank. Um, or at least they don't know how to use it effectively as of like the Gerald McClellans and some of those guys who came up in the crunk days, like how Emmanuel Stewart used to teach. But when you get to Berlanga, when you match him up technically with Canelo, because somebody said the way he would have to be able to beat Canelo was to be able to not square up and be able to stay on the inside technically for at least 18 minutes out of the 36 rounds. Not 18 minutes straight, just an accumulative of 18 minutes during a 36-minute fight. He has to have spots of inside work because Canelo is at the point where he's going to just come forward and pressure you. You know what I'm saying? He's going to put the press on you, take your jab away. When he takes your jab away, he's gonna be looking for the pull counter uppercut if you get to dip in your head. I actually seen Floyd use the pull
You may
counter.
feel like it's your time.
Is that my time? Is it over? Oh, it's going again. I'm new
Yeah,
to
you
this,
got
y'all.
2.
So
You got 2. So this is the second one.
yeah, I'm new to this. And that's good looking. I'm just coming on here to give people, whatever they ask me to give. Pause. But yeah, I seen actually Floyd Mayweather do the pull counter uppercut against Henry Brucelis, which is a Puerto Rican fighter. Um, but Edgar Berlanga definitely, I can't say he doesn't deserve the fight because you don't really find a lot of fighters with what made Shannon Briggs who he was because he's one of the heavyweights that got the most first round knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Even though he lost to some of the other champions, he still had that many knockouts, and that is the thing, because it's even when you get in there with somebody who's deemed as a bum or a tomato can, respectfully, sometimes these guys are trying to survive, and if you don't know what you're doing, like kind of like Dave, the Morales guy wasn't trying to survive, but he couldn't use his skill set to stop him. And that's just not a thing anymore with boxing. So that's what we're looking to see. It's gonna be like a couple good hard rounds for Canelo because Berlanga do got size. But once Berlanga gets tired, he doesn't have defense. And then somebody just had to post him and Lubin sparring, and Lubin damn near stopping him. But Lubin walk around heavy even when he sparring and doing things, so that does play a factor. But other than that, there's laws that we gotta learn, y'all. Like, people be disagreeing with a lot of things I say because they just be emotional and don't take time to listen. My approach is a little dry and straight to the point. But if you don't know the law, you're doing yourself a disservice. And that's why people of all races be like, you need to go back to where you from. Because I didn't know the law as a black man, and that's just the worst man on the earth. As the natural ruler of the universe, I'm a child of the sun. I'm not from the earth. That's just where people get messed up. We're children of the sun. Solidified carbon is life. That's solid carbon, 666. So when you know the law of yourself first, and then you know the laws of the land. Because my grandma, who I respect, used to say, well, Troy, did the laws of the land say you got to pay taxes? And then I said, Grandma, do you know the laws of the land? No. Well, I never seen a law of the land to say you have to pay taxes. And in the Constitution, if it's over 10, all you have to pay is $10. $10, that's the law. And those are the things when you don't know, and then you start looking them up, they shock you. So if we can all do a better job just reading, it
You
would
may
do us
feel like
a
it's your
better
time,
service. Good
but it's
looking,
not your
Ness.
time.
Let me know if somebody else hit me with something. One. Pause.
You got it, champ. You got it. We got Treese, Toledo, Ohio.
Yow. What up, though?
Yow.
Yo.
What up, though? What up, though? Hey, man. Say, man. Hearing all this political shit, that ain't too much me. Only thing I can say is I live in the open carry state. So when you got 10 on your windows, police automatically approach your car recklessly here in Ohio, open carry state. So always be careful, gang. But with this Canelo and Berlanga shit, I like what they did with the packaging. I mean, we know Berlanga finna get his shit knocked loose. It's all good. Canelo, I don't know, man. Nobody asked for this Berlanga shit. But hey, fucking hey, man. Fuck hey, Bud, man. If you listen, fuck it, Bud. Go ahead and go get your hands on it, Jason Quigley or something. Fuck it, man. Apparently beating up on Jason Quigley is good enough to get you a Canelo fight and shit. I feel it's ridiculous out here, or Patrick McCrory or something like that. But apparently that's all you got to do, and you can step in the mix, man. Because if Canelo tell you to fight Andre or he tell you to fight Caleb Plant, don't do that, because that ain't gonna get you to fight, bro. So just keep your eyes open, man. But hey, Two-Tone, you on the line?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I heard you an Arizona guy. Me and my uncle was talking about some shit. We was talking about, because, we're going to talk about another Mexican who I actually like to watch box around this bitch. Our guy, Bam Rodriguez. I fuck with him. I like him the long way. My uncle said some crazy shit about, what'd you think? Because it ain't really no names down there at these lower weights, right? My uncle saying, like, because I have mentioned Austin Trout and Bud fighting because he doing the bare knuckle shit. We seen that your man's, Ness, I seen your man's Guillermo Rigondeaux. Apparently he doing bare knuckle and shit like this here. He competing on his Austin Trout shit. My uncle mentioned him. What you think about if Bam Rodriguez got in the ring with him? With Guillermo Rigondeaux on some, fuck it, older legend, you on the Legend Killer Tour type shit. Like, this is what you do. You've been knocking legends out lately. This is all, you've been on the road, you've been on the tear. Rigondeaux looking active.
I'm
You
not with
feel me?
it. I'm not with it. Rigo like 42 right now, and he got Cuban papers, so we don't really even know if he's 42.
Hey man, he's
Yeah,
funny.
that'll be
But
nasty.
hey man, them Cuban papers, who knows, man? Speaking of Cuban papers, Berlanga, if you do get this dub by the grace of all the heavens, you feel me? If you pull it off, if the boxing gods shine upon you, Berlanga, are you gonna go and get that belt from William Skull? Cause I ain't gonna hold you. Do you think this
You may feel
will
like
take
it's your
something off
time,
of Berlanga legacy,
but
considering
it's not your
he won't
time.
Bruh,
technically be undisputed?
if he beat Canelo, he don't need to worry about undisputed. The fuck, he beat
I'm
Canelo.
just saying. But
He
shout
in
out
he in
TBP,
the
shout out Toledo,
books.
Ohio, Albert Bell, October 26th, Dallas, Texas. Y'all be cool.
He in the books if he beat Canelo, man. Like that's the books. It's over. Bookie book. J Swift counter. J, J Swift counter. Jay, we got mac and cheese with the $5. He says, make a new channel, world views and recent news. Yeah, I don't know that I'd be good for all that because, I'm not in, like, I don't watch other shit. This is just, you know, the topic of the day on the Breakfast Club. So, and that clip made it to my timeline and shit. We got Louis Bandana, Toledo Trees counter. From Coach Louis, MMA guru. Oh shit. Treese. They done sent you a counter. We got Lucy Girl 143. $10 super chat. Hey Ness, can I please have that red hat? I ran out of toilet paper.
Oh shit.
You're a
What's that
hater.
red hat say? I can't see it.
Benavidez.
Oh damn.
Emmanuel J. Rivera, $2. No words, all love. Celebrating his third super chat on the live stream. Copy cool, what it do? Copy cool. Jerry, my lender. Jerry, neither one of these dudes connecting. We're gonna try Tyron. Tyron.
Yo, what's good, Ness?
I hear you.
What's going on? Marco, what's going on? Just wanted to get my thoughts on this
So
Berlanga fight in Canelo. I got just a question. Who's better, Ryder or Berlanga?
I mean, Ryder proved that he's better so far with the wins, right? He got a win over Jacobs and a win over. Arguably, people thought he should have got a win over what? Callum. At least
yeah, I
Eddie
say Ryder.
Reynoso did.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryder certainly proven.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay, so what about, we'll say Mugia, right? During the time before he fought Canelo, we were saying basically Mugia and Berlanga was kind of like a 50-50 fight, right? After the Canelo and Ryder fight, on this show particularly, people was calling in saying how Canelo was old, Canelo was washed up, right?
Yeah.
And then you go into the Triple G fight. Everybody was saying he didn't look that good, he was old. And then you go to the Charlo, and people saying he couldn't stop the 154 Charlo. So my thing is, if Canelo is looking old, is it the same Canelo, right? Has slippage, Ryder had success, Mugia had success, Triple G did once he let his hands go, and he couldn't stop Charlo. A guy that had 16 first round knockouts, a true 168 pounder who got that Puerto Rican blood in him, he obviously has a chance. You know what I mean? He has the reach. He's bigger. He may be stronger. We never know, right? He's definitely has the youth on his side, and Canelo is getting older. And you never know. Canelo might age overnight, right? He has a lot of fight. But I think it's going to be a good fight. At the end of the day, when Canelo's career is done, we're going to look back and we're going to see and say that Canelo fought these young lions from the Plant to the Magia to now Berlanga. Outside of Benavidez, he's taking care of these young lions. It might not be the lion that you want or the order that you want, but at the end of the day, he's fighting these young lions in his division. So you got to give him hats off. I'm just looking forward to another great Mexican versus Puerto Rican fight like we had in the past. I believe we'll get that. And again, you cannot count out Berlanga. He had a lot of amateur fights. And again, if Canelo is this old lion, this kind of washed guy, then the fight should be closer than what it seems. Yes, Edgar is lacking intelligence at that level, IQ. But again, he's young. He's powerful. He has knockout power. Canelo's older, and the thing that Berlanga brought up was eye-openers that he's looking to hit Canelo arms. So if he implements that game plan, put that weight, hit his arms, who never knows? Canelo might slow down. So we just got to watch the fight. But that's my call.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not
Appreciate you, champ. Salute to you. Appreciate you tuning in while you at work. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's absolutely free to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so. We are at 231,759. We still need about 300. We need that 300 to get to the next goal. And we're going out to Treese with the counter, courtesy of Lou Bandana.
Yo.
Yo.
What up, though? Right back. No cheating. Shout out to my guy, Coach Louie, man. I know he had a fight and whatnot with that CES boxing promotion here this past week. So, shout out to him. Shout out to CES boxing as well, you know. But since I'm talking about these underling promotions real quick, speaking of Team Combat League, I got a bone to pick with y'all real quick. Why the fuck don't y'all got a Midwest team, man? How come Detroit or Cleveland don't got a team in y'all league, man? I got a beef about that. I got a gripe about that. But that's neither here nor there. Hey, with this Berlanga shit though, I ain't gonna hold you. His only path to victory that I'm really seeing is he really gonna have to knock Canelo out. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't really see that happening, if I'm being honest. But you know, it's boxing. Thing can happen. You know. Let you tell it though, Ness. I don't know if you believe in a puncher's chance and whatnot. So I don't know what you think Berlanga could really do. You know. You think he got more of a puncher's chance in this fight than Ngannou had with Fury?
Hell yeah.
Oh really?
Bro, fucking Berlanga's a boxer, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, that's what's sad. Y'all gave fucking Ngannou 0-0 more shot than y'all give Berlanga. And yeah, he landed the punch and it didn't do nothing. It dropped him, but it didn't win him the fight.
Okay. Hey, well, I'm just happy that we got to the. Well, that's good to know. Hey, his path to victory. Hey, if he ain't gonna knock him out, like you say, he gotta really get in there and slug and hug, jab and grab type of action. He gotta like my man Tone said, he gotta muck it up, make it real nasty, real, just grind on him. That's all you can really do. Like, I don't know, man. And Berlanga, I heard somebody talking about some footwork and shit. Like he got better footwork than Wilder. I don't know, bro. His foot, my man Wilder got a bronze medal. I don't know what the fuck Berlanga got. I know we be talking about
your man Wilder be doing fucking 360s in the ring, bro.
I don't know about footwork.
Don't
hey
die
man, I'm
on
just
that
hey,
shit.
whoa.
Don't
hey,
die on that shit, champ.
Hey, I didn't see your man Berlanga go down too, man. Do the bad footwork, feet stuck in the mud type shit.
Yeah,
So
we
ain't
never see him do no cartwheels in the ring.
Hey, I know he got his Boys and Girls Club boxing coach with him and shit. Maybe he might be able to make something shake. You feel me? tap back into the
Yo,
flame
what's
from
that? Some sort of
younger days.
shots? That's some sort of shots, Boys and
Oh, no.
Girls Club. Like, whoa, what's up
Whoa,
with
how was
that?
that? I'm just saying. What you want me to call it? Well, he got his YMCA coach with him. My bad, Ness.
What?
Either way it go, you feel me? He had to tap. He hoping to tap into his younger youth.
Bruh,
You feel me?
he been with
And
this.
pull
First of all, he was with this trainer for 13 fights. Then he's been back with him. This will be his third fight back with him, bruh. This ain't
back
nothing
with
new.
back with him.
This
You
ain't
saying
nothing
back with
new.
him? All right.
This ain't
He's
nothing new.
trying to find what he lost. You feel
Lost.
me?
Yo,
We'll see.
yo, man.
He lost the technique. You feel me? We'll see what he can do if he can really
don't
punch him.
sweat the technique? How about don't sweat the technique? You know what I mean? Jerry.
Sweat the technique. Bum, 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 bum.
Let him cook. Feliz martes, amigos. I'm back from Colombia. Be flying back out soon. I've given speeches on this topic, and before I start, I will say that everybody is right to an extent. And we're going to talk about this Tyreek situation. Skip boxing for a minute. I am in a very unique situation as a young Black Latino who grew up in the South Bronx. And my brother taught me that in order for you to survive, you got to think like a victim. Meaning, you got to know what trouble looks like. And as a young man who served during Desert Storm and who was trained my enemy, so I don't get ambushed out there. What everyone is not realizing, you cannot expect a police officer to be professional and perfect because they're not. 66% are only true professionals. The other 33% are incompetent. If you look at that Tyreek Evans situation, there's one cop out there, the guy with the tattoo on his neck, who was escalating every which way he could because he was incompetent. What you have to understand is these police officers are human, and most of the time they are crazier than you are. Do you know how they prepare these police officers to go out to the streets and impose the law on criminals and law-abiding citizens? They show them training videos of pulling people over and getting their heads blown off when they ask for wallets, when they ask for ID and insurance. That's how they train these police officers. They train them to survive in the streets. They train them to get home to their wife and kids. So when they go back out in the street, 66% will impose the correct process in escalating the situation, de-escalating the situation. Most of them overreact and burst under pressure and don't know how to act properly. So when my CYP say, I'll send you an account, I think you owe me one, but that's okay. When my friends like CYP and the other gentleman from the Bronx,
Feel like it's your time.
they're correcting what they're saying, but what they're not telling you is that you have to also understand that most of the time you're probably up against a police officer who's scared out of his mind, and he's probably overreacting, and he probably doesn't know his job the way he should. You know, one of my good friends, my boy Champion Nichols, he was serving in the Army with me. He wanted to be a police officer, serve his community in Queens when he got out. I saw him 10 years later. I didn't even recognize him. Once he got retired because he got injured on the job, he began to tell me what happened. He came in as a young man from the Army, wanted to go into NYPD. He wanted to get promoted. He wanted to be a detective. You know what they told him? You're going to have to start out in the crack houses in Brooklyn, undercover, earn your stripes. You make it through that jungle, you'll get promoted as a detective. What they ended up doing, this young man from New York City, full of all ego, wanted to make big, make his family proud. They gave him a stipend every week. Alcohol. He went from a straight guy to, he had put braids in his hair. He had to come out there drunk, be part of the community in order to be allowed into crack houses among drug dealers and be able to go back and give a report to get promoted. And in the midst of that, he lost himself. He couldn't even smile anymore. He didn't realize this. If you look at suicide rate, New York cops in particular have the highest suicide rate in all of the nation. So my friends, when you get stopped and you can feel the energy coming from a cop, that isn't correct. If you feel it in your bones that he is probably a little too hyper, and if you're as smart as CYP says, I'm a smart, law-abiding citizen, stay in your lane, follow the rules, get the hell out of there unscathed, just like my boy Ness says. You ain't here to play who's macho, who's more, who has the bigger balls in that situation. You're here to abide to the commands and get out of there. This is Jerry Soriano. You're learning for life. Let him cook.
Luis has to end it with screaming.
Cooking.
You may feel like it's
Scream
your
cooking.
time. But
Yo,
it's not
that's
your
his
time.
thing, man. He gotta cook. That's how he cook, man.
That's how he cook, man.
Shout out to my boy Intrigue, man. I wish I could be like Intrigue when I grow up. That dude be in every country. Lord have mercy. Those that know him from the community know, man. Shout out to him. Mr. PBC, it's on you, champ.
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, man. I can't wait for this fight, man. Berlanga is definitely selling this fight. The topic is pretty controversial, but I just don't think he's gonna have a chance. His resume, his resume, it was never prepared for Canelo. Um, you know, I'm pretty sure Nash, you never gave. Did you give Berlanga more of a chance than Bivol?
No, I mean I thought Bivol would lose.
Okay.
I
Well,
picked
then
Canelo.
shows you like your IQ's not ready for this.
I mean
You
I
think he?
hear you. I hear you. You always pick
No,
Bivol.
no, no, no. No. You think his handsomeness is gonna knock out Canelo?
Well, no, I
God's not
mean
gonna fight in that
we
ring.
got the Bivol game plan now, and Berlanga
Okay.
is bigger than
There is
Bivol.
no. Patrick McCory was looking more like Bivol than Berlanga did.
That's okay.
But see, this is my thing, man. No offense to you, but I don't believe in this cutting your eyebrows is gonna win your fight. I don't know what paperwork we need for some 302s, but he doesn't have the game plan. His last fight was subpar to even par.
Mm.
I think he's a good fighter though. Canelo's gonna obviously make a lot of money for this one. This is gonna be a big pay-per-view on PBC. But Tariq Al-Sheikh, he's gonna need to get a lot of locusts. He's gonna need to blacken the sun if he really is trying to block this. I don't think he has enough money to make the UFC big enough. Like the dude that looks like 6'9" is not a UFC star. Noche is not gonna overshadow Canelo. That's my call.
All right, all right.
Damn.
Jaime Moreno.
You hear me?
You.
Yep.
Hear me?
Yep.
Yo, Ness, play the music, man. Play the music. We out here, man. We out here. Let's go. Good luck, man.
Yo, you disappeared? That's all you wanted? All right.
Broke up, eh?
Wanted the music.
He just wanted to say we out here. Moreno, you there?
You hear?
We hear you, yeah, but you cutting in and out.
Yeah. I'll be in country, man. I just want to say I'm ready for the weekend, man. It's gonna be a good fight. I say Canelo in 8, but hopefully Berlanga comes out swinging, man. You know, if he, just like you said, he's just got to be perfect for 36 minutes, which I don't think it's gonna happen. But you know, as long as he gives a good 4 rounds, I think he'll really up his stock. He needs to come out with Anuel or somebody, man. One of these new artists, like I get, Fat Joe's behind him and whatnot, but he needs to come out with one of these artists that are like on top right now, like Anuel or like that other guy from
I'm with
Puerto
you.
Rico.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. And everybody's saying Daddy Yankee, but they don't even know. Daddy Yankee turned Christian, so he ain't even making that music no more. His whole catalog switched. He got a whole new YouTube channel. Even though I ain't gonna front, the 2 Daddy Yankee songs that he dropped, that's church music, I rock with them dumb heavy. They in my playlist. I just fuck with Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, I just fuck with
Yeah,
Daddy.
yeah,
But
man.
yeah, I don't know.
For
I mean,
sure.
Anuel and Bad Bunny are the best options, man. If not, it gotta be Osuna.
I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised, like, Anuel or like Bad Bunny aren't like, like posting about him or anything because
Yeah, I
shit.
think they
Bad
don't
Bunny
want
was
to take that chance,
Bad Bunny
right?
was back in Verdejo, I remember. Like Verdejo wasn't even that big. He didn't have a fight this big. So
I think they're
they
afraid to take that chance.
They need an A-list. They need an A-list Puerto Rican right now, man, and walk out with them. But it's gonna be a good night, man. That's all I got.
All right, champ. Yeah, man, I was trying to get that out of the trainer yesterday, and he wasn't giving that information up at all. But that's what I'm wondering, like, who's going to walk him out? Who's going to take that chance and give him that backing? Because you walking him out. You know what I'm saying? You saying something. But
Yeah, that's what we were saying. How Fat Joe made a whole song.
yeah, but it wasn't about Berlanga. That song ain't about Berlanga.
Yeah, but it's
I
it's
don't know.
endorsing. It's a heavy endorsement.
How? Because it got a ring in it? I mean, maybe I need to rewatch it and listen better, but I didn't get no Berlanga out of that,
You think Joe's gonna walk Berlanga out? I think so.
Again, only if Joe acts, I feel like Berlanga needs to do that. Like if Joe asks for that, then okay, do it. But if Joe ain't asked for that, you gotta pick somebody from this era, man. Like, you can't be out here like, yo, Joe gave you the blessing. He like the Godfather, but you don't go to the club with the Godfather, you feel me? Like, nah, man, he gotta come out with somebody else, man.
But Joe's still pretty irrelevant, no?
Y'all worried about ring walks?
man,
you need to worry about getting knocked out.
How the fuck is he relevant in 2024?
Is he not relevant still?
Nah.
No,
Fat Joe?
Nah.
Yeah.
Musically?
Yeah.
No, not musically.
No.
Personality-wise, yes.
But everybody in the culture knows him.
Yes.
Right? So him walking out is kind of saying something.
I don't know that it's saying something more than the Latino artists that do 50 million times the views of Joe, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
True.
these dudes out here really doing dumbass numbers. Like, they doing crazy numbers. Like, it's no comparison. Like, I guarantee you we go right now to his Venmo and see, or not Venmo, what is it, Vivo, whatever, and see what that song, how many views that song got. Shit can't compare with nothing none of them Latin artists drop. Especially not first week streams. Hell no. Young Too Cold, my bad, go ahead.
No, in this generation, you cannot let Canelo show you up because Canelo's coming out with the corridos. So Berlanga's going to have to do something super, super Puerto Rican. Fat Joe going to have to sit this one out. He the big homie, so he'll sit this one out.
Listen, and Tone taking shots. Yeah, we worried about ring walk because look, he's not expected to win. He not expected to win. So the best he can do is try to get small wins because he gonna come out of this a pay-per-view draw. Now somebody gonna say, "What the fuck is you talking about?" Well, didn't Plant come out of his fight with Canelo a pay-per-view draw? Didn't he go right on pay-per-view? What? Oh, he didn't go on pay-per-view with Benavidez. They didn't try their luck.
That's because it was
You went on pay-per-view with
Benavidez.
Durrell?
Huh?
Durrell went on pay-per-view fight?
Okay, and after Mayweather fought Gotti, Sean Bay Mitchell wasn't pay-per-view. Like, this everyday pay-per-view is Tank and Earl doing that shit to us. Bleeding us. Well, Canelo too. He on some bullshit too. Definitely.
I feel like if he came out to lean back, that wouldn't get everybody popping, even the young people.
Oh, that is true. God damn, Ike, 5-pounder. Oh, and you in the UK? Let's go, Ike. My man
But that's
said
true,
this.
right? He come out to lean back.
What?
They say the audio choppy.
Bro, you interrupted me to talk about lean back in 2024. You wilding right now. That's that New York shit.
It's an actual.
That's that New York shit.
It's an honest question. Tone, you're more the hip hop dude. Would that pop lean back, or people would be like, "That's old. Who cares"?
If he came out to lean back, it would be nostalgic. People love nostalgia. That's a legacy song, so it'll still go up.
There we go. There we go.
Fix the audio. I have no clue how the audio is bad. We ain't even do shit.
It'll go up, but if he come out with some Puerto Rican music, it's gonna go up.
Okay.
Listen, he needs to
But
come out of
Salcho's not a
here.
bad choice.
He need to come out of here with a win. But if he can't come out of there with a win, he got to get them small wins so that he is still. He said the audio's going out every 2 seconds.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm not even on Wi-Fi. Everything is good on my end.
Well, but I don't even see this fight being competitive
at all.
Not really. Not you either, Tone.
Not at all, Marco.
Nah, me neither.
And that's the beauty. That's what I'm saying. See, he got the one up because if he hurts Canelo, y'all shocked. If he drops Canelo, y'all surprised. If he goes the distance, it's a moral victory.
Yeah, if my uncle had a vagina, it'd be my aunt.
Okay.
What's all these ifs?
Okay, but did Jaime not go 12?
Jaime is a way better fighter.
And Jaime started at what division?
Well, 54, I don't know. Something like that.
47.
Damn.
Yeah.
But
Is
you know,
Berlanga,
that could be deceptive.
Is Berlanga not better than Kirkland? He's proven that his chin is certainly better in the pros than Kirkland.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Kirkland got knocked out by Yoshida, who had 3 knockouts.
How old was Kirkland when he got knocked out by Yoshida?
I mean, Google it, champ. I mean, you know, if you don't know, then how can you say he's not better than?
Because I know when Kirkland was on the come up, he was a good fighter. But when he started coming down at the end of his career, then things started happening.
I mean, which is his come up? Because he went to jail twice in his come up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Is he better than Yeardom?
What do you think?
No, Lord, he doesn't want to. You don't want to answer nothing. You afraid to take a stance.
A stance on what? What am I taking a stance on?
I don't think he. I don't.
Okay, they saying the audio is fine. You got to leave and come back. I don't know why. It must be a YouTube thing. So no, not child. Like the audience needs to leave and come back. It must be a YouTube thing. So if anybody is experiencing it, then just either refresh, I guess, is the only way to leave and come back. And Major League Mayan says, my audio never went faulty. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know. Maybe it's certain areas, no clue. That being said, back to the phone line. Scott Picu, what it do?
What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on?
What up?
Yeah, man. So
give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, because I brought up Ike's super chat. Never fucking read it. And I don't want to forget it. He says, why is no one bringing up Mike Towers to walk out Berlanga to? Very true. And he put up the hands up emoji. Very true. Mike Towers actually got a dope song. When I was in DR, I was listening to a lot. And yeah, I think he got a new song, Competencia, as his too. I'm gonna double check. But go ahead, champ.
Or yeah, he got to come out with a reggaeton artist, something that's popular right now. Bad Bunny
Yeah, Competencia is
the
his. That's Mike Towers. That's a fire song.
sounds like an idea guy to come out with, but I don't know if he's into that. He's into a political movement right now, so I don't think he's gonna make time for this.
Who? Who's in the political movement?
Bad Bunny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Puerto Rico's going through a lot of stuff with their government and stuff like that. So he's been backing a lot of that stuff, getting the youth to pretty much start voting. And now a lot of corruption going on over there. So, and Bad Bunny's one of the faces out there trying to get the youth to start voting instead of just sitting on the ass and not doing nothing. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, but so it has to be one of the other guys that you mentioned. But getting to boxing, I just think that Berlanga doesn't have a shot in hell. And I'm Puerto Rican, and I'm gonna say this. I heard one of the other callers say I don't hear a Puerto Rican saying that Berlanga is gonna lose, so I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I don't see him passing 6, and nothing against Berlanga. I just think it's just too early. He still needs to grow. He still needs to do what he has to do. But he's getting his chance early. This doesn't defeat him. If he loses, he loses. He can grow from here. This is not like Berlanga shot after this. I just think that that 16 knockout streak kind of bit him in the ass. And made it seem like he's this great fighter when he was still growing. I know they mentioned Fielding, the issue with Fielding and Canelo. I think that Fielding is a way better fighter than Berlanga. Just simple fact that he had the WBA champion when he fought Canelo. To discredit him, not being a champion when Canelo fought him, I don't know. But also, again, I think Berlanga still has a lot to grow. I think that he can still become something at 68. I just don't think right now is his time. I don't think that this is gonna defeat him or make or break him. You know what I'm saying? I just think that he has nothing but to win. Hopefully he does go out there on his guard. Guts and glory. But I honestly think Canelo's just gonna walk through him. Once that first round pops, where he feels that he could take a shot, I just think Canelo's gonna walk him down and take him out. But yeah, man, that's really it. I don't know if y'all still talking about the Tyreek thing. I just think that the Tyreek thing was just him being a little dismissive to the cops, to the authority, and that just kind of made everything worse than it should have been. They kind of realized that the cops were a little power tripping. There's 2 guys that were there. There's 2 gentlemen that were on the force that was a little bit of power tripping. I mean, they didn't even realize. I watched a 30-minute video on it. They didn't realize who they was dealing with. Not that makes an excuse for you to act a fool. But Tyreek was being a little dismissive, which is what kind of
there's
sparked everything.
there's video and audio of one of the cops saying his name, so one of them certainly knew who he was.
Yeah. That's what he told the guy that was power tripping, and the guy that was writing him the ticket. He told him, "You know who that is?" He was like, "Nah, I don't know who that is." He was like, "Oh, that's Miami star player," and he was like, "Oh," and then that's when everything changed. So again, that doesn't make you an excuse to act a fool. He was power tripping, he was speeding. I mean, Tyreek was a little dismissive to them, and he was speeding. So you gotta do what you gotta do. But again, that's all I got, man.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to put the episode in the eyes of new boxing fans. So once again, Ike, shout out to you for listening to Mike Towers in Europe. I mean, I did go out there the last time, and they said there's Dominican barbershops out there. I couldn't find one, but salute to you. That's dope. Listening to Mike Towers all the way over there. That being said, Competencia is actually one of his new songs, which means competition in English, and it's fire. So I don't know that it's a hit, but it's fire, right? So you want when you being walked out, you want a song that the audience knows, that the casual public knows. You're not trying to I know Berlanga has this artist that made his own song, which sounds dope. But is it gonna hit to the audience the way it's gonna hit to you. Now maybe it don't matter to him. Maybe it's like, nah, come, I'm having this new artist walk me out because he made this song about me. I've been dropping it on my Instagram for the last couple of months. That song puts me in the right mood. That's what I want to listen to. Hey, amen. Whatever's gonna get you in, fight mode is what you need. But if you asking, yeah, I'm going with the big mainstream hit artist. Weedy Gonzalez, welcome to the prospect level. Young Too Cold, $5, no Ness. I said this is a boxing show. Laugh out loud. Let's talk boxing, man. I come here to get away from that stuff. I hear you, champ, but again, hot button topic. Emmanuel J. Rivera, $5. Shout out to TBV. Sorry for the last message. To get to the topic, if Berlanga utilizes his jab and is patient, he has a good chance, but it's Canelo. Exactly my point. I was saying that to the trainer yesterday, Canelo's going to be patient to see what Berlanga comes with and also to let Berlanga get that nervous energy out. Berlanga's not been on this stage. So I think that Berlanga needs to counter that by also being patient, remaining behind his jab, not getting excited. Forget first round knockout. That shit ain't happening. This is Canelo. Just remain calm. Don't show your hand too much because he looking to download so that he knows what to do. So don't show too much.
Yeah, don't show Canelo no respect, man. You got to go in there and elbow this man off the rip, bro. Canelo need to catch an elbow and get cut.
Dan, you asking for a dirty, illegal fight?
Yes. This is Canelo Alvarez who's fighting Berlanga, a guy that was getting cooked by Lubin.
But he's not going to get respect if he wins the fight because he injured Canelo with a cut, which caused...
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter, bro. This is a guy who's a severe underdog. This is a guy from Puerto Rico. Nobody's giving him a chance. The only way that you're going to... What you think? You think Berlanga's going to win a 12-round decision in Las Vegas on Mexican Independence Day against Saul Canelo Alvarez?
I am not saying that, but I'm saying in order for him to land that right, he got to be patient. He can't come out there gung-ho showing his cards, man.
He can't even hurt Canelo.
I'm going out there.
I mean, based off history, he should not be able to hurt Canelo. But again, we don't know if he got more power than Triple G. Again,
well, we don't know, but it's
you got to give a person the opportunity to rise to the occasion. Why? Because that phrase was in this sport before you even start watching boxing. So we got to see, does Berlanga rise to the occasion?
Yeah, no, I get it, but it's the odds of him even connecting aren't very good, and then even if he connects, the odds of that doing anything is even worse.
Come on, man, you sound silly right now.
Connecting significantly.
You sound like the dude that watches highlights because everybody's hit Canelo. Name the fighter that hasn't hit Canelo. Please tell us.
Significantly. We're piecing them up. Of course, it's boxing. Everybody gets hit.
What do you mean significance? Bro, if I'm fighting Canelo and I land a fucking shot, it's significant to me because he's Canelo fucking Alvarez.
Yeah, but Berlanga's, his skill level, man, I just don't see it doing. And even if he does land,
Jaime
landed. Do anything.
Jaime landed. Ryder landed significantly.
Yeah, Ryder was. But see, sometimes fighters feel what's coming and they don't care because it's not doing anything and it gives them more openings so they can fire back.
So you're answering your own question. He is going to hit Canelo with something significant.
It depends.
And Canelo may not feel anything.
He may not, or Canelo may feel it might be harder than we think, and Canelo might be like, let me get my defense a little tighter and take him out.
But what about in that time where you're saying Canelo's feeling what he got? What if he fucking gets clocked, bro?
That's always a possibility, but
unlikely. All right, then. You're trying to write my man off. Like, bro, listen. Again, we got to give him the opportunity to rise to the occasion, and we need to at least let the fight play out. Can we make predictions? For sure. Is he expected to win? No. But he's not as big as underdog as Buster Douglas was. That's what we do know.
Right.
Tip Bell is $2. Edgar said he was coming out to Lean Back remix. Which is that a new remix? Is that a new remix?
Nasty.
Nah, I think he meant the remix, the original remix.
We got God K, $2. Ain't Bad Bunny Puerto Rican? Now, God K, I don't know. On my laptop, it seems like maybe you had emojis that weren't seen. I'm going to go with Puerto Rican flags, but I checked on my phone to double check, and I seen no emoji. So I don't know. I'm going to just go with maybe there was Puerto Rican flags since you asking this Bad Bunny Puerto Rican. We got Oscar, $2. Nello coming out with Residente. Okay. I don't know. No Mexican artists except Peso Pluma.
Ness.
Yo.
Just want to ask you this. You a big Jay-Z fan. Me as well. What do you think about the internet turning on him?
Oh, shit. For what?
How'd the internet turn on?
For picking Kendrick Lamar to perform in New Orleans instead of Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's a real thing. I did hear about that on yesterday's show.
Right.
The Morning Club. The Breakfast Club. I mean, listen, you gotta do what's right, right? And Kendrick is hot right now.
Right.
He's hot. And bro, they was reading off his accolades, man. He got a lot of shit. Dude won a Pulitzer. I ain't even know.
Yeah.
He's won a bunch of Grammys. So I mean, what are you gonna do? He's hot right now. I mean, what is Jay-Z supposed to do? Protect Drake and Lil Wayne? And then you got the quote from Lil Wayne where he said himself that he was hoping to do enough to be considered. He ain't do enough. Kendrick had a bomb year. Unfortunately, you know, listen, that's what it means when you beat Canelo. The world is your oyster. Kendrick beat his version of Canelo. His version of Canelo was Drake. He beat him. The world is his oyster. Like, what y'all want? Like, you know, he's supposed to get everything he getting because he beat Drake. Like, this shit is sad to say. You know, I was waiting for Drake to come back. Dude just gracefully fucking bowed out. Like, fuck it. I can't hang with this dude. And it's sad, bro, because I promise you, they oversaturating the music, the radio with that song. I swear to God, I kid you not. I cannot go on my morning walk without hearing that fucking song twice. And guess what? It's dope. It's super dope. And I've heard it so much that there's even a long version where he's like on some club shit at the end. Where he's just like, 69 God, saying mad weird shit. Like, yo, he got a bomb, He deserves everything he getting, man. Like, you know, Lil Wayne need to sit down and try harder. You know, get right. He need to get right. He ain't right. He got to get right. Kendrick did his thing, man. You can't beat Drake and not get everything. Like, come on. Drake would have got it if he beat him for sure because he was already on top. Like, bro, he beat Drake so bad, I haven't even heard his new album. It's free for me. As an Apple subscriber, it's free. I haven't even heard it. It's like, it's not even worth it. It's like, he let me down. He let me down. You know what I'm saying? So that they keep recommending it, and I keep like, no, we ain't rocking with him right now, man. He need to come back. He just walked away. That shit was not right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it ain't help record sales neither. Like, how do you walk away while you dropping the album? Look, you got a hardcore fan like not caring. I haven't clicked that album. I haven't clicked it, I swear.
I can't listen to today's shit. I know I sound old, but can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I'm with you, man. I took my road trip. I told you I was listening to 1997 and 2000 hits, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yep. Right around when Shine went to prison, that's kind of when it all started going downhill. Not because he went to prison, but
Marco, bump that Griselda and Torre Masters. You like that real rap, real lyricism?
Oh,
bump
shit.
Torre Masters and Griselda.
I want to hear some beat nuts.
You said Torre. That shit triggered my mind about Tory. Bruh, I mean, again, people do dumb shit and think like they have a right. So how he mad they took his recording equipment?
I didn't know that was a real thing. I was like, he really got a studio in there?
Exactly. Like, first of all, how he get a studio in there, and then what you doing being mad that they took your studio and you can't work no more? Like, bruh, that's jail. You're not supposed to work.
Right.
Like, bruh, I mean, this shit is bananas, bruh. He might do more time now because you ain't supposed to. Bruh, I thought he was releasing old shit. My man was making it from his cell. Yo,
That's crazy.
mainstream media is hilarious. You get Man, he doing crazy shit out here. Tory, shout out to Tory too, because that was certainly one of my favorite artists. I've really had high hopes for him. I really thought like he was the next Drake out of Canada. You feel me? Like, because if you think about it, Drake is not one of us. He's from Drake. He's from Canada. So it's like when you thinking about greatest rappers, he ain't really over here. He's like greatest rapper of Canada, and Tory might be right up under them. Cause they from a whole nother country. They from the dude. I didn't know Savage was from London. What the fuck? How he changed his voice like that? Dude, terrible.
Yeah, man.
Dude, them actors in London. I'm telling you, Superman from London. They changed their voice crazy shit. 21 Savage, not from America neither. I didn't know that. Mike from West Texas. What up?
Texas.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. What's this? What kind of hat you got on this? I can't see it. What you got on?
My Edgar Berlanga hat.
Oh, so I see he's doing what you wanted, huh? You wanted him to sell the fight, huh?
He sold
He's
the
showing
fight.
up how you wanted him to show up, huh?
He sold the fight.
He's doing everything. Yeah, okay. So who'd you pick though? Who you riding with?
I mean, I'm rooting for Berlanga, but I'm picking Canelo to win if we making like official predictions.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Nah, I just wanted to know. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard Edgar coming out with Ricky Martin, man, that Living My Vida Loca.
Who?
I don't know. Did y'all hear the same thing or what? Ricky Martin.
Who is?
Who's coming out to that?
Berlanga.
Oh, you trying to hate.
Yeah,
you trying to
got
hate. You must be Mexican. You must be Mexican on the low.
Oh, man. Hey, what's up with Two-Tone, man? Why you hating on Canelo too, bro? Huh? Why you be hating, bro?
Who, me?
It's Two-Tone there or what?
Yeah, he
Two-Tone, yeah, you, man.
What'd he say?
He ducking you.
What'd you say?
Yeah, why you be hating on Nelo, man? Why you hating on Nelo? Because he ain't fighting your boy?
Bro, I was in a concert with 3,000 people the night Caleb Plant got cooked and shouted out Canelo in Phoenix, Arizona. I love Canelo. But the facts is the facts. Run and fade with David Benavidez or shut the fuck up.
Word life.
Hey, I got one for you. It's all right. I got one for you. How about Chris Coke walking out Canelo, bro? How you feel about that? That tickle you?
Chris Coke will walk out David Benavidez. West Phoenix. We ain't doing that.
Oh, yeah,
West
he gonna walk
Phoenix,
out.
We walking out David
He gonna walk out
Benavidez.
David before he walk out Nelo.
Who is Chris Cole? Phoenix
Salute
legend?
Yeah, that's my Chris Coke. He probably the best Mexican rapper alive.
Oh,
currently.
I'm just trying to put Ness on Two-Tone. Just trying to put Ness on since he's always talking about music. You know.
Oh yeah,
trying
that's
to put him on.
sleeping on Chris Coke.
I need the
Hey, but look, check it out, Ness. Ness, I'm gonna put you on another song, man. Bad Bunny, man. He's got a song where he did a corrido style song with Natael Cano, right? Bro, on the song he's snapping, bro. And not only that, he says his flow is like Canelo. So if anything, man, that'd be some fire. Canelo came out to that song with Bad Bunny, his own people, Edgar's own people. Y'all need to listen to that song, man.
Bad Bunny would lose the people if he came out against his own people. That's crazy. You can't walk out a Mexican.
But bro, he got one of the best Canelo bars ever, bro.
Yeah,
ever.
no, I
You need
hear
to go
you.
check that song.
But it still would be sending a message to the people that he doesn't believe in his fellow Puerto Rican.
But it's not your time.
Hold up, before you hang up, let me end with this. And if he does come out with Fat Joe, it ain't gonna be to lean back, bro. He's gonna probably come out to that nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. And I'm gonna end it with that, bro.
I mean, Fat Joe do got a lot of classics, but the thing is, it's like, do Berlanga fans know nothing can stop me? I'm all the way. Like, do they know that? Do his fans? Because what is he, 26? He's Shakur.
Yeah, but he don't even speak Spanish. He don't even speak Spanish. He be talking English most of the time.
He speaks Spanish. He did a good job on his 2 episodes speaking Spanish. Don't hate.
But it ain't his first language. Come on,
It don't
stop it,
gotta
bro.
be his first
Stop
language. He did good enough when he said, "Te voy a sacar la mierda, oíste." Yeah.
then what did Canelo tell him?
He said he
What
tried
did
to
Canelo tell him?
he tried to use a Puerto Rican where he's like, puñeta esta, some shit he said. Ain't nobody even know.
Yeah, that's
Listen, Canelo feeling himself way too much, and he giving off Lou Diamond Phillip vibes with that shirt. Then Oscar turned around and wore the same looking shirt. I don't know, man. Stars are lining up. The jinx is in, man.
What do you mean? What does that
They
mean?
started
What the
air
hell does that
humping
mean? What
each
are you
other.
trying to say?
Yeah,
Get to the
bro.
point. What you saying?
The point is that Canelo's feeling himself, man. He might get caught slipping.
They were.
Come on, bro. Hey, quit squeezing, bro. You just squeezing. Don't hold your breath too long, bro. Don't
They
hold your
make
breath.
listen. What's my man's name? Marco, because you the historian. Who says silk sheet shit? Who got the silk sheet line?
Oh, was that? Damn, it escapes me.
Jesus, come on, Marcos. I go to you for the
Silk.
one thing you're supposed to be shining, bro. When he says
Redeem yourself, Marco. Redeem yourself, bro. Come on.
Some shit about it's hard to wake
Yeah,
up when you're
yeah.
sleeping on silk sheets, man.
I don't remember who said it.
Lord have mercy. The point is, my man 20 years ago, 30, 40 years ago said that. Canelo got a Dolce & Gabbana silk pajama line. He's the definition. He ain't sleeping in silk sheets. He's sleeping in them. He walking in them. He living in them. He golfing in them. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. And
And he
Berlanga
got
gonna
his
put him
girl.
to sleep.
And he got his
Berlanga gonna
girl.
put him to
And he
sleep.
got his girl farting through silk.
Yo,
It was Hagler.
He got it.
Berlanga told him too. I hit harder than Triple G, bro. I ain't no old man.
You believe that? You believe that or what? You believe that?
I believe he believes it, and that's where it
No, I'm
starts.
talking about you. We
That's
talking
where
about
it
you.
starts.
We talking about you, big dog. What you believe?
Listen, that's what
You the one with the hat.
You believe?
You the one with the hat.
That's where it starts. If you believe, look at Deontay Wilder. Y'all didn't believe. He believed. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. And what happened? He got everything he spoken. He got everything he spoke into existence. You know it. And it was Marvin Hagler that said the quote. There you
Yeah,
go.
Hagler.
But listen,
He was
champ, let
talking
me
about
get
Sugar
it
Ray
moving.
Leonard.
Go check out that song. Check out that song. Bad Bunny's called El Diablo. Check it out.
All right.
He was talking about Sugar Ray Leonard because Sugar Ray was off Jump Street. Was just making mad money. Was the golden boy of the time.
Exactly. And who's the golden boy of this time? Canelo. Who's making mad money? Canelo. Who's gonna overlook in this situation? The only person that can overlook is who? Canelo. Edgar don't have that luxury.
Yeah, but I don't think Canelo has it in him to let his guard down and jump off his game like that.
Oh, so he you telling me that Canelo can't be machismo? He can't have bravado, Mr.
No, he has all that. I mean, they were
then.
both air guitar humping
then.
each other.
I then. So he could put his hands down. He's done that before. With Jacobs, he had his hands down trying to show Jacobs how great his defense is.
Mm-hmm.
And then on that night, you could get old. Them reflexes could slow down just a bit. It only takes a couple pounds of pressure. You the boxer.
Wishful thinking, Papi Chulo. Wishful thinking.
Listen, two things I need to say.
I'm wishing on a star.
Puerto Rico.
Either way, the Twitter timeline is going to be lit because there's enough Berlanga hate for when he gets knocked out.
Listen,
the memes is going to be amazing.
I'm true to this shit, bro. People try to you biased. No. Upsets
You
are the best
you look
thing.
at Berlanga's eyes when he's talking shit, and you know he doesn't even believe it.
You won't dare say that shit to his face. You could get a credential. I got a credential. You want it? Exactly.
So now I gotta go to his face and say it?
No,
It doesn't matter whose face I say it to,
I
it's
would
true.
love for you to interview him and be like, Berlanga, I look in your eyes, and I feel like you are saying these things, but you don't believe it. Do you really believe it? That could be your question. You can preface it that way. You don't got to come disrespectful.
I could, but guess what? All that deflection you just did doesn't mean that it's not true, because it is true.
Nah. Why wouldn't he believe it, B?
He's
undefeated.
Tone, am I correct?
He's undefeated. Why wouldn't he believe it?
Berlanga's trolling, man. Berlanga, he got
now
his
he's
check.
trolling. Now he's trolling. Y'all disrespectful, B.
New chain on the way. New chunky ice. Berlanga lifestyle now. He just trying to say, can I make it 12 so I can make it to a Diego Pacheco fight?
What? Pacheco the B-side, man. As much as I love him, you know where he at. You know where
Oh
he
yeah, he
at.
B-side, but he's 10 times more skilled than Berlanga.
And he can't sell a fight. I don't even know that I want Berlanga in that fight. I need Berlanga in a fight. Like you see Canelo, he giving us something back. We need a back and forth. We need a Plant Berlanga. That's a fight. Berlanga Plant. That's a fight.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's
a fight.
Yeah,
It's a fight in the ring. It's a fight out the ring. Like dudes got to learn how to sell fights, man. Sell it, or
But
guess what? Ain't
Plant
nobody
making it
buying
past
it.
McCombie?
Oh, I mean, on paper he
Yo,
should,
people
right?
have been.
On
There's
paper
been
he
whispers on the
should.
streets.
Say what?
There's been a lot of whispers on the streets that that McCombie might upset him. I've been hearing that a lot.
Pro box. Oh, you messing with a pro box fighter? Okay, you in for a dog fight.
Speaking of
And
pro
if he
box,
loses to that 80s porn star looking dude, that's really funny to me.
speaking of pro box, they got a good main event tomorrow. Lester Martinez, he's trained by Bomac, Isu Dieguez, and Red Spikes. That Terrence Crawford training trio, and he is their 168 pounder. He's highly ranked in 68 too, so he's about to be a problem. I guess that's why all the Davids moved up. They heard the Guatemalan was coming through. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They heard Lester Martinez coming through, but he's gonna take on, I think, Joshawn James. So hopefully he could make a statement there with that guy, because Joshawn is pretty decent. He certainly is pretty decent.
I'm putting a little on McCombie.
Okay. I don't know, man. I'm a Plant fan. He got good wheels. He got underrated power. You know, I think that, like, if he was a video game, you know, it's the stamina, right? Like, that's what people have an issue with. But other than that, he got good boxing IQ. He got a good jab. He got a good left hook. He got good legs. You know, I like Plant, man, a lot. And he got the great attitude. He got a tough guy attitude, and he fucking demonstrates it. Like, he's the undisputed slap king in boxing. You know, he fought two of the biggest 168 pounders out there in Canelo and David. I like Plant. No underestimating Plant for me.
Yeah, I think Plant's gonna win too, but that'd just be funny.
Ike, shout out to my man though, Trevor McCombie. I really wanted him in the Edgar fight. It's funny how things work. He got the Plant fight, which is even bigger. And we'll see, man. It's just I don't know. I thought him and Edgar was a better, more evenly matched fight that was good for Edgar to get some more rounds in with a tough dude. But you know, Plant got the blueprint, man. Two people wore him down. So, you know, McCombie's style is that of a buzzsaw. So maybe this is his night. You know, there's a saying in the world, the sun shines on a dog's ass one day. You know what I'm saying? So can that be his day? Ike with the 5-pounder. Ness, the whole squad could pull up for Puerto Rico if they want. Osuna, Mike, Chencho, Lunay, Raul, all the songs they're featured together. Now, you ain't lying, but that's a lot, and that would show major support. That would show major support, but they do have a lot of songs where they all on it. You know, you miss Arcangel. Don't leave out the OG, yo. You know, he started this shit. Heavy, and I not really started it, because then we got to go way back, but I'm just saying. Heavy Andy, $5. Yo, Ness, Edgar should walk out with Young Chimmy. Yo, no, he's fire, too. Look, I'm telling y'all, he's fire. He's the streets, though. So I don't know. That would be a good connect for Edgar, because Edgar is so urban. He's certainly New York City. Young Chimmy is the right fit, but again, we need a mainstream hit that when he walk out, people across the world is feeling that vibe on a television and in the arena, you know.
Y'all really planning a Puerto Rican concert, not even tripping on the fight.
I was thinking the same thing.
Bro, listen. You heard his trainer. His trainer said, You gotta match Canelo. You gotta match Canelo or be outshined, and that's the one thing. See, this what y'all don't get about the beauty of the underdog and this particular underdog, right? Again, the phrase "rise to the occasion," right? The thing is that there's another phrase, "under them lights," but Edgar is the chosen one. He made for this shit. So if he matched the energy, there's no intimidation. That's why he got to get a national anthem. He got to get the Puerto Rican national anthem sang too. He better have like J-Lo or something. It ain't just
Come on now, stop. We don't need that.
My brother, it
catastrophe.
ain't just a walkout. The walkout is half the battle. The next battle is the national anthem because guess what? They're gonna play fucking Mexico's and America's. The fuck? Hell yeah. Listen. Y'all better step it up. Y'all better step it up. That's why he in this position and your favorite fighter is not. Because y'all only worried about the fight. I'm worried about the fight. Bro, this marketing, man, at its finest, man. Canelo told you in the 2 episodes we reviewed it. I picked him because I knew he would sell it. Look what he did at the press conference.
Yo, even if Berlanga brings back Michael Jackson from the dead, once he gets knocked out, nobody's gonna care anymore.
Bro. Yeah. And if he don't get knocked out, because when the last time Canelo got a knockout?
If he doesn't, then it's amazing.
No. So are you officially picking knockout? Why are you going quiet?
Stoppage, yeah.
Oh, now you're changing it. So now it's a
Well,
stoppage.
it could be a KO or one or the other, but yeah.
Now it's a stoppage though. He ain't knocking him out. He ain't
I don't know. One or the other. What?
He ain't doing what Marquez did to Pacquiao. It's not gonna be like that.
It could.
I mean, can you pick one? I mean, that's how predictions work.
You never know in boxing. Come on. I don't know. One or the other.
I mean, that's how betting works that way. You can pick the stoppage or you can pick TKO.
Yeah, I can't. I don't do that.
Somebody said the Kodo knee. Is that the Puerto Rican knee?
Yeah. They think it's a thing. It's a thing that Puerto Ricans take knees. That's a mythical thing.
What the hell's going? Berlanga gonna get cooked.
But if he don't, and again, Ryder made it 12, but Berlanga with the youth.
Are you disrespecting John Ryder?
And the fucking power in that right hand. Yo, Saturday can't come quick enough, man. The hate is real for the kid. I see it right now, man. We gonna turn up, though. Yeah. Heavy say he should come out the
concert.
He said he should come out to Young Chimmy or Slater, both new Puerto Rican music artists. And Ness, do you know the DR rapper from New York named NTG? I don't. But DM me, yo. I need new music. Honestly, man, this shit is getting ugly. And then I'm listening to iHeart in the morning, and all the Breakfast Club play is the fucking Kendrick song. And that other song from that girl. I testify for you. I was like, yo, how many times? Yo, radio is dead. If you listening to the same 5 songs,
slander? We slandering SZA?
My dude, in 45-minute walk, I can hear SZA maybe twice if that's who you saw, if that's her song, and that Kalani shit.
Kalani got a joint on the radio.
That ain't it with Cobain? Obvious.
Oh yeah. Yo, salute New York. I like that. Yeah, that joint fire.
But goddamn, man, why we playing this shit over and over and over, and then every single morning they don't switch it up, bro. That shit bananas. I left my own playlist to get some new shit. It's crazy out there.
Radio dead for sure.
It's dead, man. Pistol Parkway, Mozzie, $2. Every Puerto Rican know who Fat Joe is. Do they really?
I think so. Who's a more popular Puerto Rican?
I'm gonna put it like this: if you really gonna go with Joe, and Edgar Dad, I know you listen. If y'all really going with Joe, you gonna have to pull a solid on Joe. You gonna have to be like, yo, bring J-Lo. We need J-Lo to do the anthem, and Joe got that connect. He got the song with J-Lo, so it's easy. I think it was on the 6th or whatever. It don't matter. They got that song. He need J-Lo. Not that she's a great singer. Not that she's a great singer, but, you know, when we think of Puerto Rico.
When J-Lo sees those odds, she'll be like, nope.
Man, you crazy as hell. Rosie Perez gonna be. That's the difference. That's why they picked
Rosie
him.
will be there, but Rosie isn't gonna go out and walk anybody in or do all that stuff.
Bro, that's what you don't get. That's why they picked them. Mexican fan base and Puerto Rican fan, they just follow their fighters, just like the UK people.
Following is one thing. Getting up on stage, singing, walking out, that's another thing.
Bro, support is huge, man.
Biggest lie in hip hop R&B history was that Jennifer Lopez had yams. Biggest lie.
And by yams you mean
he must be tripping.
How's that a lie? What are you talking about?
I know.
Did not have revisited it. She did not have ass like that. Respect.
Man, you tripping, bro? You too young to have watched Living Color.
You sure did.
I remember she. What was she? A fly girl?
Yeah.
Yes. With a fly ass. What you talking about, man? My man tripping. She always, bruh. And I remember, if you Google right now, check what year that song came out. I mean, that movie, Money Train. Her and Wesley Snipes,
that
man.
Backyard was banging like a Benz.
Crazy as hell, bro. J-Lo is the truth. Always been. That's why I'm trying to tell you.
And natural, too. No implants.
Her, Halle Berry, respectfully, something might be wrong. I say this with full respect. Some might be wrong with the vagina between Halle Berry.
Nah. Don't go down there.
Something wrong, bro.
This is the thing. This is the thing. Them two women are filthy rich, bro. Like let me just explain something to you. J-Lo got more money than Ben Affleck, more money than Mark Anthony, more money than all her husbands. So you don't take shit, bruh. Like you are, and you live a different lifestyle. Ben Affleck, like J-Lo is J-Lo, and Ben Affleck likes to look like a bum 90% of the times. Like obviously there's gonna be conflict. It's bro, you kidding me? Listen, it's not that she's got an issue, it's that she's got standards. She's got standards. She not a bum. My dude.
So,
she the one still, like, what is Affleck relevant about right now? Tell me. Like these dudes that have walked away from accordingly your horrible vagina. Tell me, what do they got going for them? Because she's still popping right now.
First of all, Ben Affleck is probably the greatest Bruce Wayne of all time. I said Bruce Wayne.
You wilding right now. You wilding
He's
right
also
now.
directing a lot.
You wilding right now, bro.
No. You're right. He's the greatest Batman.
I know what you
Who's
said.
the other dude?
I know what
Michael
you said.
Keaton's the greatest Batman.
I know what you said, and it's a play on words because you're trying to say the greatest Bruce Wayne and not Batman. But everybody knows that the dude from Machinist is the best Batman.
Yeah, what's his name? What's what's homeboy name?
You guys wilding out. Michael Keaton.
No, man, not Keaton. What the freak is wrong with you? Not Keaton. What's the other dude's name, man?
Yeah, what's that bro's name? He is the best Bruce Wayne.
Christian Bale or Mel, some shit like that. I think it's Christian Bale. Yeah, nah, you wildin', man. J-Lo is still that girl right now. Ain't she got a residency out here? I mean, you tripping, man. Y'all tripping big. Y'all don't know.
Man, I'm not even talking about her talent as far as singing. We all know that's Ashanti.
Well, you was talking about her ass anyway. We all know that shit real.
Christian Bale. Yeah,
I said that shit. Smitty, welcome to the prospect level. Galaxy Studios, $2. Ness, let me see the video of Nello saying puñeta. I don't have it anymore, but we know he said it. Charles, $2. Let's see Lester and Ulysses Iglesias. Let's see Lester and anybody take that fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, he fighting James right now. We need a real name to step up to the plate. New York Giants, no disrespect to James. I'm just saying, we think Lester's of that elk, and we want to see him in there with someone on a high level. New York Giants for life, $2. Berlanga walking out to Jenny from the block. You a hater, bruh. The hate is real. This is why he will be a star if he wins, right? Because when the unexpected happens, you get more attention than Canelo getting the win that he's supposed to fucking get. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to get this win. The pressure's on him. You supposed to knock out Berlanga, who never won a world title. I'm telling you, man. Pistol Parkway Mozzie, $2. Check out Boldy James from Detroit for the gym. Okay, you specifically said for the gym, so I'm going to check this right now. We got Gino Garza, $5. Ness, Berlanga tends to throw these looping wide hooks, leaving his body wide open for the liver shot with extra Canelo sauce on it. Now
Whoa.
listen, we're not here to lie about Berlanga. He is fat with his punches, as I like to say, copying Teddy Atlas from many years ago. He's fat, which means he is wide. Also, let's be real, the accuracy isn't really there. You know what I'm saying? He struggled in that McCory fight to land that right hand that he was seeking. It was very telegraphed. We're not lying about Berlanga. You know, we know what he is. We know what he is. And we know that everything has to go right on that night. Canelo needs to get old. He also needs to get tired. He also needs to overlook. There's a lot that needs to happen. And that's all understandable. It doesn't mean you stop rooting for your fighter. You know. Gino Garza, $5. Oh, we said that. So, we got Boxing Patron. What up?
What up?
All right. We got B. Lizzle, $2. Ring Walk, Fat Joe, My Lifestyle, or Look at My Life. I do like that. See, that's the thing. I'm older. So Berlanga walking out to Y'all Wanna Live My Lifestyle. That's fire because it's shots at Benavidez. It's shots at Benavidez fans. It's shots at everybody that want to be in this position. It's shots at people who said he don't belong in this position. But is it going to hit, man? Is it going to hit with everybody? I grew up on crack. And I mean Joey. So,
wait, what?
yeah, you know, I had all this
You smoke crack, don't you?
I had
You smoke crack, don't you?
I had the Joey Crack album. I had the Don Cartagena album.
You had Flojo?
I had them all, bro. Like, Joe is that dude. But for me, I'm 40-something. Like, is that shit going to hit for his era, the people he's trying to draw, for the Canelo fan base that's there? You know.
I don't know. I just feel like Joe's a staple in Puerto Rican culture, so can't go wrong.
I got Stainless with the $2 super chat. He says, the only dude that thought J-Lo was perfect was Diddy. Man, y'all tripping. I don't see what's wrong with her. Like, we ain't never lived with her, so we don't know what's wrong with her on a personality standpoint, on, you know, being in the house and all that. Outside looking in, I don't see what's wrong with her. Just saying. And she like 50 right now, still looking like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I tripping. Drew, what it do? Drew, what it do? Alrighty then. Dom, what up?
TDD, what up, guys? How we doing?
Straight.
What up?
Yeah, we got the show back on the track. Yeah, it's gonna be a decent weekend for fighting. I don't know how good the fights will be though. But if Berlanga somehow pulls it off, I mean, he'll instantly be my favorite fighter. I've sort of given up on hating Canelo. I feel like it's to no gain. You really don't get anything from it these days. So if he's the guy to, conquer him, it'll be a huge stain on his resume, and I'll celebrate it. But at this point, I'll just remain respecting Canelo and what he means for the sport. He's definitely a titan. I don't think Berlanga has anything to stop him. But I don't know. I had this question in my head during the show earlier. I don't know how I thought of it. But boxing, maybe you guys could help. boxing, you know, you got to make weight, and a lot of guys struggle. And I was wondering, does any boxer go and get like a colonoscopy before their fight?
Ah, wow. Before I
Nah,
would
that's
have
not
to
common
ask.
practice.
I would have to ask. That's not a
Nah,
common.
that's not common
Yeah.
practice. And colonoscopies are something that really 45 to 50, you don't get them. You're not supposed to before that.
I know, but don't they like flush out like any type of waste in your body?
Oh,
I
you're
was it's
thinking
just
no,
popped in my
colonoscopy
head.
is when they go in and they put a
And
camera in. You're
check.
thinking
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a colon cleanse.
You're
Excuse
talking
me.
about colon cleansing.
Yeah, whatever it's called. Do boxers ever get that? Fighters?
I've never heard that
I've
either.
never heard anyone say that, but you're right, bro. I actually fucking dated someone that did that regularly, bro. You lose a lot of weight doing that. You lose a lot of weight doing that. No fucking bullshit.
That back door is open. That's respectful.
Oh,
That's not my thing.
damn.
No, it's not
Tone,
my
you hear
thing.
this?
It's not my thing. It's not my thing. Never been. Never been. You know what I mean?
All right, y'all. That's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Oh, you
Straight
just
so
put
peace
some
out.
images in my head now. Damn.
I mean, what image are you? I mean, you're not a man. He's talking about a woman's back door. Why you got that face?
Ugh.
Why you got that face right now? You scaring me right now. Would you prefer he said something else? Like, what the hell are you doing, Marcos? Be
He's
careful.
talking about you. I don't want to think about you with anybody. That's grossing me out.
No, he never said me. He said her.
Yeah, he asked you, do you like the back door? And I'm like, I don't want to hear what you like.
No, that's not what he said. That's not what he said.
Yes,
That's
he
not,
did.
It's not.
Nigga said back door. That's wild.
It's not what he
goes,
said.
Ness, see, that back door was open. Ness is like, that's not my thing. And I was about to throw up.
Yeah, again, her back door. You so weird, my dude. Like, why are you're sounding weird
Ugh.
right now.
I don't want to know any of your proclivities, Ness. None of them. Keep them to yourself.
Lord, I never said that. He said that.
That's not my.
And you know, Tone was distracted because he would have jumped in on this heavy.
Yo, Drew, trying you again. Yo, this guy's terrible.
Yo, how my audio?
We hear you finally.
Clean.
Finally. My kind of show, you know I love the damn chaos. Ness, my man Marco, my Anglo brother. We stand for you, Marco. Justice for Marco. Two-Tone, baby. What up, Tone?
What's good?
Up,
Plug City in the building.
Plug City, baby. You know how we do. We got a little bit of everything. We got the racial talk. We got the we shall overcome the police talk. we got the Canelo Berlanga talk. I'm gonna talk on the Canelo Berlanga real quick, Ness. I'm leaning towards chaos. I want Berlanga to shock the world in the upset, just so I can see the Canelo fans calling on Monday crying and what it will do for the content creators like you and Two-Tone, how the views will skyrocket, the super chats will come. So, you know, what's better for boxing is Berlanga winning. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. Can we be honest about that? What's better for the business of boxing is Berlanga
How
winning.
so?
We get a new face of boxing.
Because you get
several different
another
matchups.
cash cow, bro. Canelo still goes on to be who he is. He still gets the rematch. But now Berlanga becomes another person. And let's
Marco,
be
don't you
real.
go-
This is going to be a topic of a show eventually. Like, bro, who's the next face? Like,
Exactly.
who's the next star in boxing?
And just think of this, Marco. If Berlanga wins, you'll stop just watching his highlights and you'll watch his actual fights going forward. You know what I mean?
I refuse to ever watch anything but highlights from that man.
Hey, man, I love this show today. Shout out to my man G-Von. We was on the picket lines. We was out there about to get the Million Man March going to free G-Von. I love it. I love this show. Tone, I got a request from you, Tone, to go live because I know Ness won't do it. Tone, you better go live and discuss the debate today. You know our man Trump is going to be dropping them one-liners on Kamala today. It's going to be hilarious.
Oh,
it's going to be
fighting today?
They fight.
The debates today.
today.
It's going to be musty to the highest levels of must, Tone. You know you're going to go
Yeah, it
viral
is.
with your clips, Tone. We need live two-tone coverage of the debate. What do you say to that, Tone?
Charlemagne is certainly a Democrat because he made it seem like this debate, Trump is just going to curse Kamala out and that they should have open mics and not let the mics be shut off so that he can make himself look like an idiot. I'm like,
Trump is
okay.
like Marco, a real New Yorker. He just likes to talk and to sometimes says baseless claims, you know?
Damn, why you taking shots at me?
I'm backing you up, Marco. I like Trump. I like
that,
Marco.
I need that 50 Cent soundbite.
Jesus Christ. What'd I do?
But you know,
That's the
shout out
soundbite.
to
Don't he say that? What I do?
what I do. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the community. It was a great show. Ness, hit my fucking music. That's my call.
All right. Let's see. We got some more callers. While we connect with the next caller, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It's gonna help with the visibility of the show. Oh, putting this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans, so we get them new callers, new characters,
And fresh takes.
fresh takes, man. Jerry in Baltimore, what up?
What did you?
Jerry. Jerry. Yo. Yo. All right, we're not hearing you, Jerry. We got JT. What up?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's up? On the top. What's up, Marco Ness?
What up?
What up, JT?
On both topics, man. Well, first to Canelo and Berlanga, I have to sadly say I gotta pick Canelo in this fight. From the clips I saw Berlanga, I don't think he got enough experience for Canelo. You know, even if we see Canelo wearing down, I still think he's too open for Canelo counters, explosive attacks. So I'm going with Canelo for this fight. You know, you can put that on record because I think this is my first fight I picked Canelo. To say I'm actually going with against because I always go against him. As far as the other topic with the Tyreek Hill thing,
Oh
I
shit! You know
briefly
what that means? We actually winning now. You was the jinx. You kept picking against Canelo. Now you finally picking. We gonna fucking win.
I say I've been on air saying I would pick Sam Walmart against Canelo. So I mean, sarcastically saying. Well, as far as the other topic with the Tyreek Hill thing, you know, I hear a lot of opinions on it. You know, a lot of guys haven't been in experience. I mean, haven't experienced anything with the police. I know me, myself, my brother, we experienced something personal with the police. And I heard CYP bring up, you know, an incident with his cousin because his cousin was illegal at the time. But like, you know, growing up to me in New Orleans, you got pulled over for tent, having tent on your ticket. And I mean, one case situation with me and my brother, I got pulled over by the police thinking I'm about to get a tent ticket. Them niggas planted drugs in my car. So I had a firearm on me at the time. So small little thing, went to jail for that, and you know, I had to beat that case and all that. So they wound up throwing the drug charge out, but I still had to go to court for the firearm around illegal substance. But with that being said, man, I'm saying that to say this. You know, when you're in situations like that, bro, I was respectable. You know, I had everything good. I had a clean car, you know, at the time. I'm thinking I'm about to just get a illegal tent ticket because my tent was illegal at the time. You know, I paid that. I'm not gonna take my tent off because that's what I was doing at the time. But then I wound up dealing with something else. Wound up had to pay more money to a lawyer to get off on that charge, etc. Little bullshit. But it just depends on the situation. When you have situations like that with cops, you know, you never forget them. So I can't speak on how I would tell somebody to handle a situation with cops, especially if they come off aggressively. Cause like after that happened, that made me very more aggressive with cops and shit like that, you know, cause I couldn't trust nobody, you know. So with that being said, you gotta be in certain situations to really speak on it. We was not there for the Tyreek thing, but hey, teach his own. That's my call, man.
Big Gucci.
Next, how the audio gang?
Straight.
Yeah, man. I tried calling in for the evening show last night, man, and remember the cops pulled up on my ass, man.
Are you free
Um,
now? Salute, man. Salute, Big Gucci Nick. He back. Free the
yeah,
guy.
yeah. Appreciate that. Shout out to Tony the Superstar, Marco
Wait, so
Boxing,
what
man.
they pull you over
What up?
for speaking on the phone?
No. I was man, I was in the parking lot Price Chopper, man. I was rolling a fat blunt. I was in the middle of smoking through that shit. I was hotboxing the hell out of my shit, man. Then the boys rolled up. It was type dark out, so I turned all the lights off in my car. All the windows is up. I'm hotboxing, man. He rolls up, started pointing flashlights in this bitch, man. And I bent down on the seat and I was ducking, man.
You
Put my
tried to
hoodie on. I
hide?
had a yeah, nah, I ducked for cover, man. I ducked for cover. That's why I was like, yo, Nick. I was like, yo, Nick, I'll call you back, bro. So
So he ain't
it
see
was funny.
you?
Nah, he was pointing a flashlight in my shit. My bitch was all tinted out. I was low down on the seat, laying down, man. I was damn near in the field. I was damn near in the fetal position near the gas pedals and shit, man.
God damn. So he didn't see you.
Nah, he ain't seen me, man. He ain't seen me. I
Holy
got away with
shit.
that. Yo, if I had opened my windows when they pulled up, if they knocked on the window, man, you would have seen a big cloud of gas coming out that bitch, man. I would have been fucked, bro. But I've been listening to TBV, hotboxing, listening to TBV, the evening show, man. It's a vibe. But shout out to the man upstairs, man. He gave me a pass on that one. You feel me? Um, but yeah, man. Speaking of cops, my shit went not too bad last night. Yeah, man. Canelo, onto the topic, man. Um, I agree with you, man. It would be amazing for boxing if we get the upset, man. Upset for boxing, make the sport so much bigger, man. Especially when you're talking about the face of boxing. If someone dethrones the face of boxing, man, you gonna have all heads from every sport turning towards boxing, man, to see what the fuck happens. So
True.
shout out to Berlanga. He seemed pretty confident. I don't think he's gonna win, man, but I hope he wins, man. I'm gonna root for him. But to be honest with you, I think it ends in a stoppage, man. Maybe like maybe halfway through the fight. Maybe like halfway through the fight, man. I know what I just said. Like I'm rooting for him, but at the same time, man, you gotta come to reality, man. No one has ever hurt Canelo.
Yep.
You know, moved up to 175. He's sparring heavyweights. That man got a beard, man. I don't think he could be hurt, and I don't think Berlanga's gonna win a decision, man. So, like I said,
Hey
I hope he
man.
does. That'd be
Hey.
great.
Hey, I don't know if you ever noticed, man, that what's heavier, water or the rocks?
The
Depends how
rocks,
much
man.
water.
Exactly. It depends on how much water. That water causes fucking holes through mountains in nature, man. So yeah, man. You know.
Yeah, we gonna see, man. I'm hyped. I feel the energy, the big fight energy for this week, man. So I wish you guys would be doing the live chat, but I shout out to y'all. Y'all be watching it
Nah, we
during the
probably gonna
Border
still
Wars
do
event.
something. We probably still gonna do something, just different setup. Cause I'm gonna have my
I bet.
equipment out there. Yeah, for sure. It's a
Yeah,
big
man. You
one,
know I'm
man. This
tuning
a
in.
big one. Even if it lasts, I think it's gonna last. But even if it go 3 rounds, it's gonna be big. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt, man. You know I'm tuning in. Hopefully you guys go live, man. But yeah, that's my call on this. I'm gonna keep listening, gang.
All right, we got Andres with the $2 cash app. He says, TVE would love to see you collab with Coach Malachi. Yeah, he's been on the panel before. It's just that we kind of go live at the same time. He would have to jump on the morning show because
Yeah, he's cool.
he goes live like an hour before me on the second show. I think he's like 3 p.m. if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's cool.
Salute Coach Malachi's my guy right there. Tampa.
Florida, yep.
Abraham, you there? Abraham. No Abraham. I think Blog Talk is not working today, gents. Y'all must hear me, but we don't hear y'all. Hawk, what up?
Maryland.
Uh-oh, look at you learning the states now. Now you know where people from. That's what I
Well,
like,
usually
Marco.
you say Hawk, Maryland, but you didn't say it today.
Hawk in Maryland.
Yo,
You
TBB. What up, Ness?
chilling.
All right, Marco and Two Tone, man.
Both chilling.
It's
What's going
cracking.
on with that dude, Two Tone?
Oh, you watching the horse races?
He's an OTB.
Hello?
Yeah, you watching the horse races?
Yeah. Nah. Nah. Nah, Ness. You saw that's that tone, boy. That's that ringtone. Hey, what I'm about to say. Oh, first of all, I had to quick with the Two Tone, bro. Bro, you be hating on beautiful women, bro, and you love Ryan Garcia, but you don't like Clarissa Shields, and you don't
Oh
like
shit.
J
Jennifer
Lo.
I
Lopez,
love
you don't
Carissa.
like motherfucking Halle Berry, but you are hate and love fucking Ryan Garcia. Are you kidding me, bro? God damn, man, I don't know, man. Damn, bro, you've been behind that computer too long. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. Motherfucking that getting pulled over thing y'all was talking about, bro. From where I'm from, and I will put a disclaimer. I will put a disclaimer. My car ain't never clean, and I ain't talking about dirty. So when they pull me over, I'm acting correct. I'm trying to get the fuck home, bro. Excuse my language. I'm trying to go home. So all that standing your ground and acting like your skin a different color when they pull up on you and winding the window up while they standing there. No, I don't do that, bro.
Well,
I'm trying to go home, bro.
he ain't want that OG. The man had a Lamborghini. I'm pretty sure that was a Lamborghini. This shit got power windows.
Yeah. Hey, hey, I don't know, but my man handled that whole situation wrong. Even though that officer was off the chain too, that nigga had a problem. But I still believe, man, you gotta understand that them people can take you off the street, and then you'll be sitting in a jail cell wondering if you could have handled it different, even if it's for a couple of hours, bro.
Word.
So nah, man, I don't roll with that, man. I'm trying to go home. It's like Denzel Washington said in Training Day. You trying to go to jail, you trying to go home. Yeah, that's it. It's them two. Or trying to be dead, for real. But as far as Berlanga, Ness, I done already said it. Canelo Alvarez is going to have a good time with Berlanga. But he's a good hard puncher. I give him that. But he's in a uphill battle when it comes to skill, Canelo's defense, timing. And if he run into one of those shots, Canelo broke dude's eye socket with that uppercut. Oh my God, I don't know, but I hope Berlanga does well. I don't dislike Berlanga, bro. I think Berlanga's a good. I think he got what he got, and you gotta respect it. He got it, and you gotta respect it. And I just don't think he got enough for Canelo, bro. Not at all. But hey, he did, and if he do it, he do is make a believer out of me. But yeah, that's my call.
All right, Hawk.
When he talked about eye socket, it reminded me of that time when Billy Joe was being interviewed and he kept telling the dude his breath smells like shit under his voice. You remember that?
No.
Yeah. I remember.
He was like, I
remember.
love being here. Your breath smells like shit. And it's a good fight. It was funny. You never saw that, Tone?
Nah, man. That was just, I remember that. That was messed up what he did. I remember that. I wanted
the
to
dude didn't
screen
catch
share
it.
this because Canelo, as always, puts on his fighters, and I just like to highlight that because, these other guys get in these A-side positions, and they need to do the same. Shout out Keyshawn, who we highlighted the other day for having all his brothers and his brother from another mother, Troy, on his undercard. But Canelo has 3 fighters here. It will be Lawrence King, who is in the runnings for a big fight. And then you got Beck Num Gambet, some shit. And you got Jonathan Lopez as well. That's the Puerto Rican fight. I believe he's Puerto Rican. So shout out to Canelo. Don't see Vazdeck on here. They ain't give Vazdeck a return after that David fight, which is wild. He needed that. But we got JP. What up?
JP.
You got me now?
Yep.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm excited for the weekend. After not having boxing this past weekend, we got something I'm pulling out the grill for. You feel me? The grill coming out. Call a few of the fellas over and have come and enjoy the fight, man. Face the boxing Canelo, the guy who's kind of carried the sport over the past 10 years for sure. Um, I'm always excited to see a Canelo fight. I'm gonna quickly get on this Tyreek Hill thing because it seems like and most people seen the video of him laying on the ground, and that's understandable. But there's other video of when the police actually pulled up before he was out the car, and Tyreek wouldn't roll the window down. So with that said, we understand cops are scared because they respond to danger. That's understandable. Now, when you don't roll that window down and you're not complying, I don't know what you got in that car. So, like, it's us as the civilian, we should be mindful of us wanting to get home. You should also be mindful that that cop also has a family. He's doing a job like any other job, and he wants to get home also. So when he comes to your car, he doesn't know what's in there. Could be somebody laying in the back with a goddamn fully automatic. Could be anything. I need you complying. I need you rolling that window down, making me feel safe. Your job as a civilian is to make me feel safe. So we do know that police brutality does happen, unwarranted. It has happened, but that percentage of that happening falls drastically when people are in 100% compliance. Windows should be down. Your hands should be at a 10 to 2. Fucking put your hands out the window. If you want to get your ass home safe, that will increase your chances greatly. Tyreek didn't do that. So he's doing the culture a disservice by not telling the truth. Don't come out here and tell the young adults and young people and the older people like myself who who are going to listen to you and draw a conclusion. But tell the truth and say, hey guys, I wasn't compliant and them dudes had the right to get a little aggressive with me. That's what he should be saying and teaching people the right way how to act in that situation. That's my call though, bro. Y'all have a good one.
All right, champ. Uh, Boxing Patron, did you not connect? I feel like I had went to you.
You got me, Ness?
Yeah, did you not connect? I feel like I went to you.
Nah, he
No,
ain't
you went
connect.
to me, dude. I connected, but I don't know, man. Sometimes you got to get back on and get back off, dude. On the Discord. I don't know why, 'cause you
Oh
can't hear shit
man,
unless you do that.
my bad.
Oh, no problem, man. Hey, I called up earlier. Shit, man, I was gonna say, dude, you got me singing that Puerto Rican song over here at work. I played that shit too much, man. But now I heard earlier, man, you guys talking. The thing is, Marco, man, you said, you could see it in his eyes that he don't even believe he could do it, man. I just think that's highly disrespectful, bro,
Word.
to say some shit like that, man. I think he believes he can do it, man. I really do. I think he believes. Do I think he has a chance? No, that's why. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't. But I think to say that about him, you know what I mean? I just fuck, dude. That's just fucked up. I think he believes in himself. I think, you know what I mean? If he don't, that's some sad ass shit. I think he would be where he's at if he didn't believe in himself. If you make it this far, but when your career,
You
your
breaking
first shot
up.
like that,
You breaking up,
So, I mean,
Patron.
I think he believes in.
Patroncito,
I'm
you
sorry,
breaking up.
man.
You breaking up. You sound like a computer.
Am I
Computer.
gone? No good.
You good, you good.
Okay, yeah. I just think that, you know what I mean? I think he believes in his game plan, man. I think that he's gonna try to use his jab. He's gonna try maybe follow the ball strategy. I don't know, man. Whatever he's gonna do, I think he believes in it. You know what I mean? And I hope he does have a good fight, man. I think Canelo's gonna knock him out. I think he's gonna beat on that body, man. He's just gonna wear him down and stop him. You know what I mean? I think if the stoppage does happen, but I actually hope it don't. I hope it goes 12, and I hope it does, and we get our entertainment's worth. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, on that window shit, man. Hey, where I'm from, dude. When the cops pull you over, you got to roll down all four of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
That's
You
what I
roll every
said.
single window down when they walk up to your car, man. If they don't, these fuckers are mad, dude. They don't play around, man. So it's common sense, man, to roll one window down. Out here in Northern Cali, you roll all four of them down, or they're gonna give you shit off that one. But anyway, man, great show, Ness. I appreciate it, man. Way to go, bro.
All right, champ. We got Drew with the counter.
True.
Yo, I'm audio.
Straight.
Lean.
Yo. I'm with Tone though on J Lo. Ness, how many women? How many men done left
What?
her now?
Huh?
Facts.
Either the
No.
box, either the box is mediocre, or she
What?
just a pillow princess and whack.
No, Tone said she had no
Come on,
no
yo.
ass. That's what he said.
I know she looked good, but like,
No,
how many
no,
men
but
have her and Halle Berry?
Tone
Tone?
doubled
Come on.
down with that. He did say after that, he said her box must be trash. But again, I just think that on that level, you just don't take certain ish. I mean, you could tell she's a romantic, and you obviously know that is good because Ben Affleck went back. You forgot, and so did Mark Anthony. These are two
A-Rod
people.
too. A-Rod
the-
back in there too.
these are two people that she's dealt with
A-Rod
in the
back in there
past.
too.
Yeah, she don't jump around. She rather go back to her exes.
I mean, she keep her body count low. I respect it. Keep that body
Man.
count low. Keep the
Well, we don't know
Carfax
what the
low.
body count is.
She's a hopeless
Man,
romantic.
like
That's
man,
why
why and
she
the
gets
type
married.
man, here we go. She's this generation's Elizabeth Taylor. You know what I mean?
Y'all just hating. Y'all
And the
just hating
Tyreek
on
Hill
that
stuff,
Puerto
man.
Rican. Y'all just hating on that Puerto Rican princess. That's all.
Nah,
See,
I
her
mean,
and
that
Halle
Puerto
Berry,
Rican
no,
princess
they
needed a
both
Mexican.
look
I
good,
bet she needs.
yes, but something is wrong
ain't
where
Man,
nothing wrong,
people.
bruh. They
the
you.
parlay it. Oh,
Don't you get Google Affleck's worth, man, and Mark Anthony's worth. Like, bro, J Lo
yeah.
is bigger when you know how it is, bro. Like, she bigger. She ain't
Yeah, she
taking your
is.
shit.
Man, but
Nah, man,
like
she.
just like this weekend though, she's a Puerto Rican princess that needed a Mexican to make her a star. I'll leave it at that.
Oh
In regards
shit.
to the Tyreek Hill situation, I mean, like my man Gvon will back me up, and other people. Like the last caller just said, like, why are we coming to the defense of a dude that didn't roll down his windows and got like 7,500 kids out of wedlock with 2,500 baby mamas? Like, come on, man.
Man,
There's a level of decorum and civility we need to have as men. Making excuses for knucklehead behavior needs to stop, bro. It really does. You know, plenty of us have been pulled over the cops. Why am I gonna make my life harder by not complying and doing dumb shit? That's Tone. Why am I gonna do that? I want to get home too. License, registration. Here you go. And now, if I'm doing illegal stuff, of course I don't want to get pulled over to make it difficult. But if I got valid registration, license, and it's not immigration or ICE, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I done been pulled over by ICE before too. That's not fun. But what got me home was complying. Like, come on, man, let's cut the bullshit and let's stop this. But Tone, you right though. Like J Lo, that box, and Holly, that box is mediocre, bro. It's mediocre. It's musty.
Crazy,
Drop my soundboard, Tone, because
crazy as
it's
hell.
musty.
I don't know,
P
man. He might
Diddy,
have fireworks
P
shooting out of it.
P Diddy made a whole album. I need a girl to rah rah rah. My man was crying for years, crying.
He's not talking about her. We know what P Diddy get down. Tone to several episodes of his show about what really Diddy be doing. All right,
Nah,
no Diddy.
nah. That was before he got. That's the thing. She left him and he got into weird shit. He never could get right after that. He was just a crybaby after that. No disrespect, but we all know it. We all jammed out to that crybaby music he was making.
Yeah, the music was dope, but so was R. Kelly's music. Dope. Yo, I still listen to Ignition Remix. I will still bump it when nobody's
What?
watching.
Put the key in the ignition. What?
That shit is
Nah,
dope.
Kelly has some shit. I be oh man,
Still.
Kelly, man. Kelly has some shit, bro.
Whew.
Listen, man.
that's a king of R&B, man.
Yeah.
For real. Although weirdly, I can't listen to Michael's
Robert
music
Kelly
as
was
well.
a pure dirtbag. Robert Kelly, but the artist R. Kelly, like that dude's unmatched. Like,
Yeah.
too many classics.
We got Supermax $2. JT picked Canelo over Bivol. Bet big on Berlanga. He calling him the Jinx. Pistol Parkway Mozzie, $5. 3 TVs and a laptop set up for me Saturday. Border Wars, UFC, Canelo fight, college football with the cognac in the glass emoji. Counterpunch, CYB.
Claiming his position.
Uh-oh.
He's claiming it.
Yo. I love my brother JP, but what you did was you lied to the people. The video is easily seen. The cop walks over, knocks on the window. Tyrese rolls the window down. He says, "Why don't you have your seatbelt on?" He says, "Man, I'm late, man. Just give me the ticket." Boom. He gives him his information. The cop walks away. Tyreek rolls the window back up. The cop gets mad because he rolled the window back up and tells him, keep your window down. Not put your window down. Put your window down is, I just got here. Keep it down means it was already down. Look at the video. Tyreek says, "Man, don't tell me what to do," which he doesn't have to be told to keep his fucking window down after he gave you what you asked for. That's the cop trying to tell him what to do past his judgment. I'm already got your stuff. I'm walking this way. Look at the video. He's playing this for everybody to see. Tyreek rolls his window up as the cop walks away with his information. Cop gets mad, comes back, "Keep your window down." "Man, what you telling me to do for? Tell me what to do for. Put it down or I'll break it." That's when it started. Don't come here telling people, "Oh, his dude was applied. It was because he was too natural. He didn't want to keep it." No, homie. He already gave him his information from the window. He didn't like the fact that he rolled it back up. So what you do? Next time you do this, watch the video in entirety and don't try to tell us, "Oh, we just saw when he was on the ground." No, we didn't. We saw the entire thing just like you. We have internet just like you. Look it up if you think I'm lying. Next, play the video because it's free for everybody to see, so we can see what happened. And I guarantee you, because I just watched it over again before I called in, because JP, I'm not going to go at you if I didn't see it multiple times. I rechecked it just to make sure I didn't come at you foul. But you deserve this one because you lied to the community, trying to tell us a different story than what actually happened to try to justify what this fucking cop did and his action. The cop had an attitude problem. He was the one who escalated it. He got his information and was walking away. Go handle your business. Do your job. Come back, give him his ticket. All that extra talk is off-duty shit. That had nothing to do with the regulations of insurance, registration. All right, let me go run you. That's how it works. And for Drew, let me tell you something, Drew. You're not black. As cool as you try to sound, you're not black. Tyreek is a black man. Don't come here telling black men how we're supposed to act towards police. You don't know the history of what we have with the police, how it was created as slave catchers. We've always had issues with police. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it when you get pulled over by ICE, because black people ain't getting pulled over by ICE. ICE, baby. CYP,
CYP, where's the video? I know someone sent it to me this morning, but obviously that DM is buried.
What's ICE?
Immigration.
Oh.
Immigration police. Somebody send me the video again, please. Because the one I see is a very long, good video. I don't think it was TMZ because I just went to their website and what they got is not what I seen. It's a very long video with a lot of information that would be preferably the best thing to see. So if you sent it to me, you should resend it to me because you know that you sent it to me. You feel me?
But it's not your time.
We got
H-Town's wilding out.
Where's he at?
He left a super chat. Yeah, super chat. I don't know who he means, but it's a wild comment.
Should have pooped on him.
No, not pooped.
Pray for Tio.
Should have popped him.
Oh, should have popped him.
One less dummy.
Okay, whoa.
Yeah, that's wild.
Whoa.
He said pooped on him. Where's your mind at?
Whoa. I mean, I didn't want to believe this dude was wanted to see someone die.
Texans and Dolphins beef?
True.
Huh?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why he said they should unalive that guy.
Unalive.
Counter Drew. What it do? I think he got busy, but Drew got a counter. In the meantime, in between time, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up. Don't forget, Canelo Grand Arrivals will start today at 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, 5:30 Eastern. Canelo and Berlanga final press conference is Wednesday, tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we also have media workouts on Wednesday, but I'm assuming that's going to be undercard since they didn't give any specifics. The weigh-in is open to the public, I believe, which there is no notice here. But It is at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shaka, what up?
Silk the Shaka.
Offbeat legend.
Shaka?
Yep. And he smashed Beyonce.
Ooh.
Legend.
Did he? Silk the Shaka?
Yeah.
Damn.
Whoa.
So her choice of men is clear. I don't even remember what Silk looks like actually. What was his big song he had?
I don't know. He was offbeat. He's with No Limit though, but
Wasn't
he was
it
just
like,
offbeat.
watch yourself? Nah, that's not
Oh,
it.
was it? No, that was Mystical.
It was
Senator Mystical, yeah.
Oh, nah, yeah, so I don't know who we talking about then. Shaka, we can't hear you. You need to jump back in though. You feel me? You feel me?
Tell me what you're working with.
Is that it?
Nah, that's still Mystical.
Nah.
Oh.
Silk the Shocker was Master P brother, but he never
That's his
had
actual blood brother?
blood brother, yeah.
Oh.
Last call for alcohol. Last call for alcohol. H-Town says shock value. Laughing out loud, crying out loud, rolling out loud emojis. Yeah, I don't know why y'all into the shock value. But last call for alcohol. And that's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Fellas, until the next one, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern. Peace.
Love, peace, and grease.